Boo doo 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 doo. Fuck, we're live.
Woo! Are we live? Are we?
We
I'm
are.
Oh, we
Braden.
are live. Ha 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 ha!
Did you post a new link?
We've done it.
So, I don't know. The people found it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it.
Welcome to the hall.
Welcome to Alien Theorists Theorizing, a conspiracy Christmas. I'm Braden.
I'm Zell.
I'm Dan.
I'm Andrew.
That's Miss Conspiracy.
And Mr. Conspiracy, yeah.
Sitting a little too close to the fire, as usual.
It's so hot in here.
Yeah. Fucking.
We do. Oh,
Jesus.
Oh, and it's our first holiday caller.
oh man, we're trying to get Byron on too, but something's wrong with his audio. So to get him on, I don't know why he left the other one.
Like blasting people's like
I don't know how
people's air balls out.
45. There's 46 people watching right now. Merry
Oh, now Braden's.
my
Now
God.
your audio
Why
is
do you
all
sound
fucked.
So terrible.
Dude,
Everything's
now
just
your
melting
audio
down.
is
This
so
terrible.
fucked, Braden.
Minus.
Oh, so bad. Fuck!
That's why.
Byron,
Put the
stop
fire
it.
out.
I like
Am I getting a mistake?
y'all load
Oh,
up 15
fuck.
minutes
1
before our
second.
stream, and we're like, yeah, everything's gonna work.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I don't know what is happening.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry practice.
Oh my God.
This is the
Right,
worst.
Christmas time is here.
I don't care what your mama
Mama
says.
says. Christmas time is near.
Okay, before everyone just.
I don't know
Okay,
your
can you
Sounds
stop?
like
Braden,
shit.
shut the
It
fuck
sounds
up.
real bad.
1.
Go.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, welcome to Alien Theorists Theorizing, a conspiracy Christmas. I'm Braden.
I'm Zell.
I'm Dan again.
And I'm Andrew.
We also
I
have
am Mr. Conspiracy.
yeah, and you can't see him right now, but
Byron's
Byron's on the phone. I'm gonna try and get his camera in here. He's on my second computer for recording purposes.
Is his camera gonna be like from his phone?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I'm gonna put
Oh,
it
so
through.
it's gonna have
FaceTime
fucking
that,
sweet
yeah.
double chins and
Yeah.
shit.
Oh
Just
yeah.
like, looking up at him.
Yeah.
I have double chins.
There we go. All right, now we're all set up.
Now we're
Nice,
rolling.
We're all here.
Conspiracy
There we
Christmas.
go.
Hey, Mr. Conspiracy, it's good
Well-
to see you, buddy.
Yeah, good to see you too. It's been a couple of years, I think.
I don't think I've seen you since your world tour.
Yeah, before that, and the last time I talked to you, I think was your wedding while I was on my world tour.
That's bananas, man. Time's flying.
Yeah.
No,
It
my
is fine.
baby shower.
Baby
When
shower?
was that?
That was after you got back?
Yeah, he wasn't
Was it?
there. You didn't come. Did you come to the
That
baby
was
shower?
at the baby shower. Yeah.
He was at
I
the
remember.
baby shower. I remember because I was on thin ice. I was like, is this guy here to celebrate my birth of my
or-
child, or is he here
or
to beat me up?
It was a toss up the entire night. Like
I was where?
Two-Face, he flipped
There he
a
is.
coin.
I got Byron in there. There he is, right in the middle.
Hey, look, what the fuck is going on? Look at this
I'm still trying to
madness
hook up
here.
my fucking devices, mate. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
Don't worry
been
about
a, you know
All
what?
right, I got everybody.
It's our first public stream in a while, and it was an absolute fucking disaster. The stream crashed completely.
it. Classic punk show.
Had to start a new stream. Everyone seemed to migrate over though, so you're all fucking awesome. 'cause-
Hey, listen, it's worth the wait, right?
Oh, we're getting.
Exactly.
We ended up having like what 2 or 3 beers in about 20 minutes. There, got a little stressful.
You've only had
except
two or
for the
three beers?
fucking.
I don't know why People keep
conspiracy crew
asking
down
why
there.
I'm not wearing Christmas attire, but Braden and Mr. Conspiracy aren't wearing Christmas stuff. Like, what
Nope.
the fuck?
Buddy, come on.
He's got
What
the
do you
log
mean?
though.
Buddy,
Look at the
conspiracy looks like
fire.
the fucking.
You can
buddy,
have a fire anytime. Fire does not denote a fireplace does not denote
It's-
Christmas.
buddy,
It's
you turn-
Christmassy.
You turn conspiracy's fucking beard orange, and he's the dude from fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. He's a lumberjack. Like it's perfect. That's him right there.
Ugh, fuck.
Conspiracy. I thought you had a bigger beard, or is it just bad
He did.
lighting?
He shaved it a while ago.
Oh man, it was huge. It
Yeah, I thought you had a
was like
full
5 or
on.
6 inches. Yeah. It was really long.
Yeah,
I'll cut
hey,
that off,
5 or
though.
6 inches is huge. So
Massive.
Yeah.
that's fucking ginormous.
More than
Ever.
enough.
It was
Way
long. Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, some people would say that.
I mean, like
A
even
majority.
5 and half.
Majority of people would say that.
Yeah.
5 1/4. Let's be honest, but still, it's fucking pretty good.
Yeah, 100%. What kind of conspiracies do you want to get into tonight, boys?
Okay, let's first talk about. I didn't really get too much into it, but people posted like 1,000 times about the cipher being cracked from.
Sure.
Well-
Okay, did you guys feel like
Yeah,
did you feel like
anticlimactic.
you wish
Nothing.
it didn't get decoded?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Is it
more
tough?
of the same. Nothing
Yeah.
That's
new.
how I
Like,
felt.
it was the exact same shit he's been talking about for fucking years.
I was like, I wish I didn't know that it was deciphered because it really, I was like underwhelmed.
No, I was in the same place I was before.
Yeah, nothing really
I like-
changed.
I was
I
like,
was waiting
cool.
for him to be like, I love killing people so I can meet them in the afterlife and they'll be my slaves and I'm also Ted Cruz, but I didn't
Yeah.
get that. Oh,
How's
like,
Ted Cruz getting real sweaty over there?
yeah, like
No, it was very the what is it? The computer programmer guy that figured it out, busting the code with a couple other dudes. Like I think it was a multinational team. I think one of them was Australian. So Byron, good on you.
Mm.
work, man.
Hello, Ozzy.
I know you played a part in
Represent.
that, Byron.
Australia's not
Was
real.
it like it was like 3 or 4 people, right, working on it?
Yeah, something like that. And this is what it. In the end, this is what it says. I hope you're having lots of fun in trying to catch me. That wasn't me on the TV show, which brings up a point about me. I am not afraid of the gas chamber because it will send me to paradise all the sooner because I now have enough slaves to work for me where everyone else has nothing when they reach paradise, so they are afraid of death. I am not afraid because I know that my new life will be an easy one in paradise
Wow.
death.
Merry Christmas.
Married to
Yeah, so-
Christmas.
Who
Jesus.
fucking cares?
Does Mr. Conspiracy have a note card just says Zodiac Killer unsolved?
Unsolved. I left it in my other in my
Yeah,
room.
he doesn't. Yeah, he's not on him. Not on him right now.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe, but I think he's done even less research for this fucking case file than that one. So
Oh, I spent all my time building this fire.
Yeah.
Someone,
That's made of
someone
giant
in our
full-size
chat-
trees.
Full
someone
trees,
in our
yeah.
chat said he looks like the homeless dude from Happy Gilmore chilling in Braden's room.
Kyoto Hero 939.
Everything
Accurate,
slanted a
dude.
little to
how
the
many
left.
shoes does he have on right now? You only got one shoe on, or what?
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. He
Uh,
wears one shoe ever since he casted
I
one
did, yeah.
into the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You must have been
God.
shook because those are those Nikes that you've had for about 45 years.
Dude, those are like $180 shoes.
Dude,
Dude.
you've had them for so long though. They've got like holes in the bottom of them.
Hey, Mr. Conspiracy, can you walk us through how you managed to snag your own shoe and throw it into the river?
The best part is I had both my shoes on my feet.
Okay, that's normally where they go, so sure.
No, they were behind me. I was standing in the river, and I did a cast, and I
You
snagged
just
something. And as I turned to look, like I gave it a tug, and I turned to look, and the shoe came like right past my face, out like 40 yards into the river. I was just like, oh no!
Fuck,
The
that would have been great if
perfect
you hit
cast.
yourself with your own shoe.
oh yeah,
I thought so too. I like immediately laughed at that.
yeah, knock yourself down into the river and just kind of like float away a bit.
Better than
Lose
bloody
my
hooking yourself.
rod and everything else.
Sure, for sure.
The yard sale.
Ah, I was so embarrassed though. There's other people around and shit having to leave with just one shoe.
Did anyone else see the act like actually happen?
No one.
No,
I thought he
nobody.
hooked a fish.
Nobody saw it. It was just me, and like Braden looked at me like right after, like I pointed to my shoe just as it like popped back out of the water.
He's like, oh. Oh.
The ultimate walk of shame with
Yeah.
one fucking soggy sock.
Yeah, it was good.
Shoe.
Oh god, yeah, it was funny.
It's kind of a rough area too, so it was like a lot of needles.
Yeah,
good times.
it was fun.
What do you guys think about that Galactic Federation? You know, the guy coming out, the
Israeli dude?
Israeli space commander, saying that the U.S. and Israel are in contact with the Galactic Federation, and humans are just not ready. What was your thoughts on that? Did you even hear about that, Mr. Conspiracy?
I've known about the Galactic Federation for years.
He's actually on it. He's actually
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Member?
representative
Oh,
of the Galactic
The guy
Federation.
misspoke. He meant to say they've been in contact with the USA, Israel,
and Mr.
and this
Conspiracy.
guy known as
The
Mr.
guy that kind of looks like the homeless guy from from fucking Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows. Pretty interesting stuff, though. I thought I was.
Yeah. Is it real, or is this just some guy blowing smoke out his ass?
Dude,
Why he was the defense secretary.
He's not the
right?
first
Or
guy.
Right. He's
Yeah,
also
yeah,
87
35 years ago.
Yeah. He's also 87
Why not? Why aren't we ready? I don't understand. Like,
he's got to sell.
it would probably solve a lot of problems if we did join the Galactic Federation, and like Earth would probably become a better place, or it could all just go to hell.
Oh, we're too violent, man. We're 100%
Oh,
too
what the
violent.
fuck?
But what are we gonna do? Like, I mean,
Listen, hey, we just
like,
had a
join it,
president
don't
here that
send.
brokered peace treaties all over the world here, okay?
Well,
It's-
here's the
we got a peacetime president. He could take care of negotiating with aliens, all right? No
Here's
problem.
the whole thing is that during the interview, which was an interview meant to be a promotional interview for the new book that's coming out for the guy who interviewed this guy about the Galactic Federation.
Book deal?
He's a
Book deal.
it's a book deal.
Book deal.
All right.
And in part of the interview, I believe he mentioned something about like how Trump was getting ready to reveal the secret of the Galactic Federation, but then they somehow directly contacted him and told him not to do it. And I'm like,
Yeah.
if
Not a
you tell
chance.
him not to do something, he's probably gonna do it. So from just observation,
Yeah,
over time.
they would have.
I'd call bullshit because Q would have already told us all about this. We would have known about it way before all this shit.
There's also
But
the
the
fact
Canadian
that
guy told us about this. What was it, Paul
Hellier.
Hellyer?
Wasn't he fucking batshit crazy though?
Well, he's old. He was old too, but he was also the defense minister. Like he wasn't like a nobody.
Yeah, but
Doesn't
why are
mean
we
that-
waiting till
doesn't
these guys
mean
are
to be-
senile?
Because,
for them to
dude-
give us all this
For being crazy.
information.
Because if you say when you're 88 years old they can't kill you. You're already on death's
But
door.
they can
Like,
still kill your family.
What are you talking about? It'd be way easier to kill you when you're 88. Just fucking put a little pillow on your face. Fucking bingo bango
Give him a
Yeah.
little
bongo.
push down a set of stairs.
yeah, but maybe
Yeah.
you already lived a full life. You're
Yeah,
not
but he's
as
already
worried.
still got a family and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, maybe they don't threaten your family. Maybe they're a little bit nicer than that.
You're
that
dead. What do you
doesn't make
care?
any sense.
Exactly, he's
Yeah.
dead. I agree. Who gives a shit?
So all you're
Yeah.
telling me is the Men in Black are slacking here because he should have had some weirdos dressed in black with makeup on, knocking on his door, making coins disappear.
Well, maybe he
another
did.
part of the interview mentions that the aliens and the Galactic Federation had made some sort of agreement, at least with the U.S., or cut some sort of deal, and he makes the allusion to or whatever that they had some type of experiment deal with the United States. So there's that whole thing, basically X-Files, where it's you can take a certain amount of people and experiment on them. But then to me, that also kind of doesn't make sense because I'm like, so this treaty, what happens if one side violates the other? What are you going to do? If you're literally an alien race coming down here, why would you be dealing with us?
Isn't that super similar to another story that we heard? That like the fucking when we made up the Jimersons. Isn't that the same type of
Wait,
deal?
hold
where
on.
they brokered a
Sorry,
deal?
what? You lost me when you said we made up.
What do you?
Sorry, when we talked about when we played the live audio of Jimerson's conversation.
Yeah.
The two legends.
Isn't that the same?
God damn it,
Wasn't that a
Jimerson.
similar situation? God damn it, Jim.
Is that the one?
Was that Serpo? That was Serpo.
Project Serpo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was-
where they ship them to Serpo.
Serpico.
Serpico.
Serpico. Yeah.
Project Serpico with Pacino.
Yeah. Pacino.
You're all
movie.
correct. God damn it, Jim.
No, dude, I believe him. He's not the first person to say it. The aliens, they've been coming. They got multiple.
It's not the first thing to come out at all.
Yeah, I mean it was on the X-Files too, so it's true.
Hellier said
I
there's
just started
four.
rewatching that.
There's
Listen,
four species of aliens.
So good.
They've been coming here
I've
for a
seen
long
a
time.
live alien being dissected in front of me. Okay, so I believe all this shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
You joined Team Zell and Braden. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
God, no, I didn't.
You should get
Fuck,
over.
No, I didn't. No,
Cross
I won't.
that line.
I think it'd be sweet, man. Galactic Federation, open up like intergalactic pancake houses everywhere.
Here, let's
Here.
Get those
let's
Italian
Intergalactic
pancakes.
Waffle House. Fuck
Can we
yeah.
have a few intergalactic keggers?
Oh yeah, I guess IHOP would have to change their name. Well, not really. It just changed into international to intergalactic.
How about
That'd
this,
be sweet.
Byron? What do you think?
Mike up.
Byron, what? Let's ask Byron. Let's ask Byron what he thinks. He knows
Let's hear
nothing
it.
about it.
He's a Jon Snow.
I'm not
frozen.
allowed to say anything. You guys aren't ready for it.
You're not ready for the truth.
Sure.
Oh,
Sure.
I
Well,
can't-
you know what?
Yeah.
Australia doesn't exist.
Good answer.
So whatever.
Good answer.
I don't know why we lost. I lost Byron here on the fucking thing. I'll get him back. I'll get his video
That's
back. Right now we have a
He looks
frozen.
handsome.
We got a frozen
I
picture
gotta
of
pee.
Byron.
Feel free to chirp me.
First thing we're gonna do. Fat Braden's back, baby.
Oh, bad.
Woo! Thank God.
Thank God, Fat
Is it
Braden's
this?
back.
That was
Oh.
great.
This break.
I feel like that's the only reason I overtook him in the polls is because he got skinny and people got sick of him.
Yeah, it's not as funny.
Now that Fat Braden's back, look out,
yeah, he's coming.
gonna
He's
be
coming
so
back
mad.
back for his title.
dude.
You should see him. I like catch him like flexing in the mirror and shit. It's so funny.
Hey,
Oh,
he'll never go
God.
back
Love
to
it.
how fat. To what was he? When was he Paul Bear fat?
Oh my God,
No, man.
I didn't know
I-
how badly I wrecked him with that fucking comparison. When I like told
Oh,
that to him,
dude,
that
it's
the
so
look on
funny.
his face, I felt like the worst friend on the planet. I thought it was funny, and you could see
It
him
was
crumble.
funny. No.
could
Don't
see-
feel bad about that. That was funny. That was
Dude, you
funny
saw him
so
crumble,
much,
though.
man.
You
Oh
saw
yeah,
him.
yeah. You broke
crumble.
him. You
Yeah.
broke him. That's what's so funny about
I
it.
didn't think you could break him.
It's just like that was fucking hilarious.
It was
I
great,
destroyed him.
Oh,
I didn't think
it
you
was,
could
it was
break
so
Braden.
funny. Oh,
I didn't think you could break him. I honestly didn't. And then
No,
I saw him
that-
crumble
Cut him
for
to the
me.
core, and it was hilarious.
And it was
that was
awesome.
funny.
Dude,
No, he
I
has been
was-
working out. He's getting skinny now, though. I mean,
is he getting skinny again?
he's losing weight.
Dude, he'll never be back to that couple years
Listen,
when he was like
He
that.
was
Dude,
Paul,
when he was
Paul Bear.
eating-
Brady.
100-piece boxes of Halloween candy in one night, one sitting. The whole thing, a
Dude,
night.
He was
That's
so big
bad.
that he
Oh, yeah,
fucking
huge.
tried to pivot on his ACLs and blew both of them.
Yeah.
They fucking exploded.
Yeah.
Man. You remember that?
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah,
didn't
dude.
Took
fall.
2 steps onto the fucking court and blew an ACL.
Yeah, he didn't like do a juke, like he didn't like make an explosive play. He just turned.
There was zero
a light
athletic
jog.
movement
A
made.
light jog.
There was nothing athletic about it. It just
A light jog
exploded.
with a slow turn.
Oh, he's
yeah.
got. No, he's back. He's back. Shh, 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 shh.
I remember him turning around and collapsing, looking at the bench.
Are you guys talking about when I blew my knee turning around?
Hell yeah.
Oh man, it's too funny.
God, that was
My
funny.
chest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Fuck.
fat right at his peak.
Oh, that's what we were just discussing. I was just talking about how I thought you were unbreakable. I honest to God did until one day, because I thought Braden was invincible. I thought he had an ego of steel until I made the fucking Paul Bear comparison to your face. And I watched you crumble
that's-
before me.
No, and the only reason that even hurt. Okay, I
Oh,
do
why?
have.
You crumbled, dude. And I felt horrible.
No,
I felt
okay,
terrible.
The background to that of why it hurt is because one, as much as I have an ego of steel, I am also a big fan of like having a laugh. So when I got dressed that day. First of all, I had to marry our friends. I had to stand up in front of everyone and marry our friends, and I had a script prepared. And I got dressed up. I wore a suit and shit, and I felt good. And I was like, man, I wear a nice like long overcoat.
You realize
felt
I would have
good.
paid you? I would have paid you every single dollar I had in my bank account if you would have been like, "We are gathered here today."
Well, that's the problem is that when you said that to me, I realized like I went into the bathroom and I grabbed onto the ledge and I looked at myself. I was like, oh God, like, oh God, like, that's not, I was like, God, he got me good.
Got you good.
And then after that, now I'm wearing the suit. Like I've committed to wearing the suit because I'm at the fucking wedding. It's not like I can change or like make adjustments to look less like Paul Bear, right? And so meanwhile, as he said this, and Andrew knows it's under my skin already, he's gone around to every single person in the wedding and be like,
Yeah.
hey,
Look
you
at-
guys
look at
remember
this.
the Undertaker's manager? This is him.
Oh,
So
man.
then I had to marry these people. I literally didn't even read from my script.
Oh, that's so funny.
I didn't even read from my script. I was like, yeah, we're all gathered here today. These two get married. You
Listen,
do.
I
All right,
feel
throw it
bad.
out.
Dagger eyes at Angelo.
I feel bad about it. I do. I genuinely feel bad about it. But at the same time,
Dude,
you're
it
like
was funny.
you're,
No, dude, it
you're
was
one of the
funny. It was
sharpest. You're one of the sharpest people when it comes to fucking knowing what to say at all fucking times, and knowing that I got that on you was like a fucking. I could have been wearing a belt after that.
Yeah, but here's the thing. No, the thing is though, like it was too good at the time. The call out was great, and everyone was enjoying it so bad. So it's not like I'm a person to be like, yeah, everyone stop laughing at me. I was like, oh,
You mean
it's
you're not the
fucking
type of guy to rage
That
quit
would've
during
been
the fucking
funny.
game?
Yeah, I'm not gonna rage quit. I'm like, it's hilarious. So I'm like, my neck ties a little tight. So I'm like, I'm fucking leaning back into it a little bit. Like as I see Andrew from the corner of my eye pointing me out to people, and I know he's telling people I look like Paul Bear. So I'm like leaning into my collared shirt, like looking over. But it hurt. It did hurt.
It did, and that's why it took a bit away from me. Like I couldn't enjoy it as much because I saw you crumble, and I was like,
Yeah, you're a bully.
okay, well, I thought it would, dude. I honestly thought you'd pop because you're that guy. You're the guy to let people know that they look like shit. You're that guy. You would
Yep.
do that.
Oh, I would, dude. Listen, there will come a time where I will get you back.
You already
And,
have a million times. A million times. That's why whenever I have a question, I ask you because I know you're gonna give me the worst possible answer, so I know.
Whenever he gets his hair, he sent me a picture of his hairline the other day when they shaved. I was like, dude, I can tell you it looks bad. It's bad.
No, I listen. I called you, or I texted you, and I was like, listen, I accidentally turned myself into like late '90s Dwayne Johnson.
Take off the hat.
Complete accident.
Take off the hat.
Huh?
Take off the
Not a
hat.
chance. It's glued to my head.
Take it off.
It's glued.
Okay.
I turned myself into 90s Dwayne Johnson, where he like should have shaved his head about 4 years before that.
Right.
And he like has his hairline in the middle of his fucking scalp.
Okay.
I did that to myself. I was trying to like edge in a hairline, and
Oh,
I like look how high it is. I have a 6 head, like not a 4 head,
That
not a
looks-
5 head, but a 6 head.
I can see where you took it back an extra half an inch when you shouldn't have.
Totally. Like it's fucking it's not good, boys.
Okay, let's.
Dude, hey,
not good.
Andrew, I will pay you. Look down. Can you see where your natural head rounds there? Your natural hairline wants to recede. Can you take it back to that line?
Yeah.
yeah. That's
listen,
what I want you to
hey,
take it back.
Why? Time is taking it back for you.
Yeah,
I
you
don't have to.
you don't have to help
Give
it
me another
along.
6 months.
Hey,
Oh, he might. Well, would I
Dude,
pigs?
that's so funny.
Boys, hey, I got my tickets to Turkey. Don't worry about it.
Hey.
Got my plane ticket to Turkey.
Just
Place
kidding.
reserved.
Hey, I made the decision. I'm not getting a hair transplant.
Nah, me
I'm gonna
either.
embrace the bald.
Okay,
I'm gonna embrace it.
Can we just say something though that so there's 4 members of the podcast are all balding. Byron,
Yeah.
who's a member of the podcast sometimes, is also balding. So we're way above the odds of.
Scotty's creeping up too. You remember when he fucking
Is Scotty creeping?
Scotty looks like Scotty looks like those pictures of Nick Cage where he's got an eagle on his head and it's like fucking flared out. You guys know the ones I'm talking about?
boys, you can't
Um,
beat genetics. That's the way she
whoever-
goes.
Nope. Can't beat up.
Eric Kaiser says Mr. Conspiracy isn't fat. Mind blown. Mind blown? Mr. Conspiracy would murder every single person on this podcast. Let me tell you that. Mr. Conspiracy is actually a specimen. If he goes
Dude.
to the gym for a week, he turns into a silverback gorilla.
He's
Listen,
It's
I'll
insane.
tell you right now. Like I train religiously, and Mr. Conspiracy goes to the gym for a month, and I'm a fucking really I'm a strong guy for my size, like shockingly strong, and he can walk in for a week and fucking lift just about as much as me.
There was a week. There was probably about a 2-week stint where Mr. Conspiracy was like fat, and we were like, I enjoyed that. I relished that 2 weeks. I was into it all every day. I saw him. I was making fun of how fat he was, and it lasted about 2 weeks. And then he went to the
You
gym
enjoyed
and
it
he
too
like
much. That
and
was
he
the
shedded,
problem.
he shedded like 20 pounds in like 2 weeks and he looked jacked. And I was like, that's
Damn
not
it.
fair.
No, he's like a fucking caterpillar turning into a fucking butterfly in a week.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he can snap his fingers. The guy
Yeah.
drinks like fucking 10 beers a day, nothing, and he's just always like naturally built.
You
And
know
I'm
what? He's got a couple years left though of that, and then he's gonna join the
I've been
club.
saying that to him for 10 years.
No, a couple of years left.
Dude,
He's got-
that ended for me at 18.
By grace now.
couple
He's
years.
back. Quiet.
Couple.
Maybe before 18.
Quiet, guys. I'm the only one in the room with him. I don't want to get hurt.
Can we quickly just mention something about Dan? Dan, where'd you get that hat? You left for a bit, and then you got this
Been
giant
to
hat.
Canada, Zelly. You got it there.
This hat I actually I bought in Russia.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna
cool.
say it. It looks like a Russian hat.
Bought it in Vladivostok.
Is it all white?
It is all white.
When did you go to Russia?
When I was in the Navy.
Just like a stopover in the.
Yeah, we did I had a we went there for Victory Day, and then we marched in a parade. I had to march in a
What's
parade that
Victory
day.
Day?
Well, it's when when they won World War II.
Oh, like
or,
like their Remembrance Day kind of thing, like
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
Memorial
It's like
Day.
their Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Hey, have you guys been watching Big Mouth, the new season?
I have never got
I
into
watched
Big Mouth,
this
but
season. I saw
That's
them
so
finish it.
fucking good.
That
Well, this
show
one.
is fucking funny.
Did you? Okay, so you've seen it. Have you guys seen it? Braden and Zell? Or Braden and
I
Conspiracy?
seen first season
What?
a little bit, and that's it.
Have you guys seen
Oh,
it?
of
Big
what's
Mouth?
that show?
Big Mouth?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
No,
Do you know
I watched.
the old, like, decrepit fucking hormone
Yeah.
monster?
Yeah.
I'm the hormone monster, baby. Pretty good, eh?
Yeah.
Was that you just doing an impression?
Is that
Yeah, that's all I
That's
got.
what you pressed for?
That's it.
Oh,
I fucking tried it, and I was
Oh,
like,
you
I
worked
got
on
it.
that.
I thought you.
No, I tried it once. I did it once, and I got it, and I was like, that's pretty fucking
I
good.
thought you were about to tell us like
Yeah,
an
yeah, you
epic
got it
epic
alright.
part of the
Yeah,
series
cool
or something.
story or something.
Yeah.
No,
Make
that's
that
it.
seesaw.
I can do the fucking impression. That's all I
I can
got.
do the decrepit hormone
Dude.
monster.
Yeah, the
voice.
gross fucking shitty.
Thing.
It comes naturally to me.
Fantastic. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know.
I'll rip it off for D&D for my next character. That's it.
Perfect.
Yeah, I try to find a festive hat. I've only have this hat, and I have my like steel helm, and that's it. That's as festive as it gets.
Steel
Can you go
helm.
change into the steel helm, please?
That's it.
What the fuck is a
Way
steel
more
helm?
festive.
No, don't
The
you?
helmet.
Dude, that's the helmet I wore for D&D when
Yeah.
Dan. Remember when Dan came, and I was like, he's like, should I bring this helmet? And I'm like, yes. So in his little suitcase of what he brought for a week-long trip to
He
Canada,
brings a helmet.
3/4 of what he brought was a steel helm that I wore for 25 minutes in the first D&D.
And dude, it was
heavy.
It was not.
Heavy.
It wasn't a replica either. It was like a full gauge
No, it is
steel
a
helmet.
full-formed
Yeah.
stainless steel helm.
Like
Did you purchase that for LARPing?
I bought it at I was drunk at a Renaissance fair.
That's fucking cool.
I was pretty hammered.
When? Oh, I'd love to go to a Renaissance fair.
I would be
Yeah.
all over that. I could
They're
bring my
really fun.
fucking.
Get a fucking turkey leg in my hand and just fucking slamming back hard cider and shit, and just you having a good time.
I think we should
How
go
many
to one of
times
those.
GL
That
has-
would be,
oh.
dude. That
A
would be a wicked fucking pod trip.
We went to
Oh,
like
dude,
they have
I would
jousting
love
and
to do a
shit.
LARP. I would
Let's
love
do
to
it.
do a LARP.
We should do it and be our
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
D&D
Great.
characters.
Oh,
We
dude.
can we'll build weapons and we can do it. Oh yeah.
Dude, we seriously that as soon as COVID's gone, I think that should be a pod
We
trip.
go
We go to
LARPing.
like a professional LARP.
Do we go LARPing and then hopefully we'll be on the East Coast somewhere where like the woods are haunted? What's that really haunted place? East Coast. That's like where
Which
the
one?
big no, like a huge
The woods?
Why do we got to go to
Jersey
haunted
Pines? Are you talking about the
Why
Pine
don't we do
Barrens?
that?
East Coast.
Is that there's like the biggest battle in the Civil War or something?
Gettysburg?
Gettysburg, yeah.
Oh, you mean no. You mean the
yeah.
battle at Shroot Farms?
Shroot Farms.
Yeah, the battle of Shroot Farms. That was just
Legendary.
and we
casualties.
and then we bring the Ouija we
Okay,
bring
we
the
did-
Ouija
We
board.
did have a question.
We
did have a
could go
couple
to
questions. I
Gettysburg,
don't want
I'm
to
sure.
get too far. Brady Burrow asked, "What's everyone's favorite brewski?" Well, me and Mr. Conspiracy tonight are drinking Crown Royale Vanilla with some Pepsi, and they are
Vanilla?
fucking going down too
Oh,
smooth.
I just got the new caramel, salted caramel one.
Salted caramel?
Delish. Yeah, the new Crown Royale salted caramel.
Dude, I just had a Jameson, it's like a coffee Jameson, coffee infused Jameson.
I saw that advertised too.
That's worth it for something nice and easy, but still 40%.
I'm gonna pass on this question since everybody's drinking all these manly fucking drinks.
No,
I'll
but
pass.
my favorite brewski though is this beer called Tiger Shark from Phillips Brewing
Yeah,
in Victoria.
That's a good beer.
Dude, it's so good. For as far as beers go, Tiger Shark's my go-to right now. If you can get,
You know what one of my
get some,
favorite
get it.
beers is Leo. Leo beer.
Yeah.
Leo's
Cheap
good shit.
From
Legit.
Southeast
Chang.
Asia. Man, it's
Chang. Get the
fucking-
Magic
yeah,
Chang
it's really
Back in
good.
the day, fucking, you know about that. If anyone's had the Magic
I
Chang,
get
you
cravings
would
for Singha, man.
on your-
I would down to Sing
Mm.
anytime. It's pretty good.
Dude, Singa, Magic Chang, just Thai beer, just Thailand in general is just awesome.
Good
Oh,
stuff.
I can't wait till everything fucking smartens up and we can go traveling again.
buttons
I'm
up. I
back
love it.
there first thing. I'm out. I'm
Smarten up COVID, you piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck off, COVID.
Fuck off already.
Yeah, come on, Santa, help us out.
Yeah. If everyone wishes to get rid of COVID
You
together,
fat prick. What else do we have? This is from our boy Lizard Caveman.
As
You
a
can
beauty.
have any living animal as a faithful companion. Go. Mongoose.
Easy.
mongoose.
You just have Andrew following you around.
I already have one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a tiger, just like Joe
That'd
Exotic.
be balling, man.
That's
Imagine
not-
having a fucking tiger that was at your beck and call.
Just a 600-pound killing machine that just was your best friend.
I changed my answer to grizzly bear.
Grizzly. I'd
Oh,
want a
can you
Imagine
full-grown
cuddling
male,
a fucking
male
grizzly bear.
moose.
A
Male moose?
full-grown
That's a good
A
moose.
full-grown moose.
Full-grown moose. That's a good
You
one.
just
Oh, you could
sit on
ride
it,
that shit.
Fucking
You could
ride that
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that'd
Man,
be cool.
that thing would be strong enough to pull fucking trees out of like. That thing, you do anything for you.
Full
I'd take
battle axe.
a mountain
Head
gorilla.
down.
Fucking tight.
Baboon. A baboon.
Baboon.
Baboon's pretty good. The most aggressive of the monkey species.
Dude, they're fucking canines on
They're
their.
terrifying.
It's
They're horrible.
insane.
They're fucking nuts.
Byron just said
Have you
that.
seen the
'cause
ones that just
baboons
like
give
flip
hand
their
jobs.
lips up and like they just show their teeth? They just flip them up and
What do you
What
mean?
wins in a fight, a baboon or a mandrill?
It's a mandrill.
mandrill is a baboon.
No, two different.
They're the
animals.
ones that
I
out
no,
there
they're
and the
Are you
hospitals
sure?
just-
yeah, a mandrill is a type of baboon. I'm pretty sure.
I have no
It's
idea.
a type of, but it's not the
Dude.
same one.
I mean, if
Someone-
you're talking, there are
someone-
many different types of baboons.
Someone,
a
hold on.
mandrill
I
is
gotta make a
a
comment
baboon.
to someone. Someone said, Mowat said, "Who remembers Dude Beer?" Listen,
Oh, yeah.
all of us have a
Dudes.
fun. We used to buy Dude Beer to get the Dude Beer hat.
Yeah.
Dude
Sandals.
Beer
Yeah.
was the worst beer of all time.
So
I had
bad.
a Dude Beer case that I bought to get the Dude hat in my beer fridge for probably 4 years because I couldn't finish it. It was so fucking bad.
We had a party that all we had bought was dude beer.
Yeah.
And we ended up having to go do beer runs because
They're
nobody
not the
would
same
drink
thing.
it.
Yeah.
According
Yeah.
to Google,
What are they then?
We're back to baboons.
they're different fucking types of.
What did that- wait.
Different monkeys?
Okay, they're a different type of monkey. So, like, what kind of type of monkey?
Who cares?
Says, let me look it up.
It's cool. They're both
Find
cool.
out.
That one?
Yeah, but they're different.
Okay, so
What
like,
matters?
I'm
Like-
trying to learn
like
something. I'm like, what are they?
Mongooses and meerkats are from the same family, but they're not the same animal.
Sure. So mandrills are not. So mandrills are the male of the species mostly, right? And so they're a type of. They are a type of ape. They're a type of monkey. They're a type of monkey.
Monkey.
Correct?
Yeah,
they're not
baboons are
apes.
monkey.
Monkeys.
They have
They're
tails.
monkeys. They're not apes.
Okay.
Someone's asking. I downloaded Cyberpunk and I've been playing that. It's pretty fucking great.
So all I've been
Someone
hearing.
asked if I was going to stream it. There's some games that, like, honestly, I just for a single player
it
game.
depends. Is somebody gonna buy it for me? Because then I'll stream it.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking
yeah.
jealous. You know what, Andrew? Jealousy is not a good look on you.
Look
It's
at
a
you.
very stinky cologne.
Does anybody
Yeah.
want to see my nipples for more games?
Yeah.
Does anybody?
Hey, just
it is weird that you have your shirt off all the
hey,
time.
listen. Just because I stream topless, that has nothing to do. If you want to see me stream topless, subscribe to me. Twitch.tv/BradenATT. No, I don't. I like honestly. I can't like. It's fun to play multiplayer games with the boys and shit, but just I can't stream a single player game because it's just me sitting there playing. I wouldn't do anything other than you.
Braden
just
gets
see my nipples.
extremely focused on games. He's not good at
Dude.
You just see my
multitasking.
nip.
So it's like
Like,
you're
you
just
just
gonna
talk.
stare at him and he just stares.
Who wants to watch him playing a fucking game by himself, heavy breathing the whole time?
This
Yeah,
is-
you would watch. You would watch. It would have been 45 minutes of me trying to decide which dick size to be in
Dude,
Cyberpunk.
I have to snap Braden out of shit when we're playing like
Right.
multiplayer games. Like Braden. Like it's like there are people
He's
shooting at
playing-
us.
He's playing with the dick function in Cyberpunk. He calls me into the room. He goes, "What do you think?"
I
And
said,
he
which
goes,
one is
"As
mine?
small as it goes, or as big as it goes." He goes, "As small as it goes." He goes,
A
"We gotta be
dick
lifelike, right?"
Why does there need to be a dick function?
Dude, it's so
Exactly. I
funny.
came in.
It's
I was like,
hilarious.
"Oh,
I
what
told
the
you there was
fuck
gonna
are-"
be one, so I had to put it in there.
Yeah.
Are you like? Do you get to
Make
make your
his
character
dick-
wear a cod piece, or like what's going
No,
on?
you can
Oh,
make him
it's
have
just
nothing. You
character
can make him have no
customization.
dick,
Yeah, no dick.
or you can make him have a dick, and they have circumcised dicks, uncircumcised
You
dick,
can
little
choose
dick,
that they're
big dick.
circumcised.
little
Your guy, you get to see.
cocktails.
dick.
Why do you see your guy naked?
Listen,
Character
so there's
customization, because
the
there's
best
sex
part
scenes.
is-
You get to bang whoever you want in that game.
Hey, the best part
Excuse
is I gave my guy the tiniest dick. He's got the tiniest little.
Just a little
Wiener?
mushroom.
You got to
yeah.
keep it accurate.
There's
Yep.
also a glitch right now with the pregame. So anytime I see my character in a cutscene, his dick is peeking out his pants. There's just a little wiener hanging out in front of his pants.
Did you make his dick as small as you could and his balls as big as possible?
Yeah, just huge danglers
Yeah.
and just
It's
a little
accurate, is what you're
pit
saying.
snout.
It's accurate. It's accurate.
Yeah,
Wait.
100%. I tried to
In
make
case
it as
anybody doesn't know, Braden is all balls.
All balls.
He's
All
all real
balls.
long balls. Yeah.
and pig snout.
Jesus.
Oh, fuck.
Maybe not quite as big as Joey Diaz's balls, but
Yeah, no, no.
you ever seen that skit where he pulls out his balls on stage?
No.
He has grapefruit balls.
Okay, so I had a mate, or guy I knew back in Oz, and he slept awkward one night, and his nuts twisted in his sleep, and one agate fucking just
Testicular
filled up with
torsion.
fluid.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a real
And
thing,
so
man.
Yeah, he went to the doc, got it like untwisted, and now he has one agate that is just constantly inflamed. And it's okay, it still works apparently, but like he can fill up a pot glass or like a normal glass. So his pub trick, or I guess drunk trick, was just whips out his agate, fucking drops it in a glass, and there you go. And I mean, like this thing's a fucking
What a beauty.
that's fucking ridiculous.
like a lemon.
Ugh.
That's
Ugh.
cool, man.
That's
Good
gotta
for
be-
him.
Like a lemon?
That's gonna be uncomfortable.
Yeah, but to
Hey,
make
hey,
a fucking
it's-
gimmick out of it is
Yeah.
It is.
Well, he'd walk around the pub and be sitting there all of a sudden, like if you weren't keeping an eye on your glass, he's fucking just dropping his agate in your glass, and you got nuts in your glass.
What are you supposed to do
all
after
right.
that?
On that note, I
Get a new
gotta
drink.
take a piss and I'm smoke a bowl. You guys make
All
sense.
right. So hold on. We got some more questions. So out of this is from, and sorry guys, there's a lot of comments coming through. So if I skipped your question, just throw it again in the chat. And I've been trying to highlight some and keep ones that I think are good. This is from Noah. So out of curiosity, would you guys ever do conspiracy theories centered around YouTube and or YouTubers? If not, can you explain? I think we did. I think we did the flat Earth theory a bunch of times. So, what
QAnon
else do you
too.
want?
Yeah, we did QAnon.
That's all fucking YouTube and We should do one with all these like new anti-vax COVID bullshit things. I love them. The arguments are amazing because every single time they argue, they just post a meme.
They're really
That's their
smart.
argument. Boom.
Yeah.
What do you know about this meme?
Yeah.
And it's just
No,
like the whole time you're
Have
like,
you not seen this? This is science now.
yeah, it's the meme. It's
Yeah.
cool too because it's the same people that like I'm like, dude, 20 minutes ago you're just telling me fucking Tom Hanks is a pedophile, and now you're telling me COVID's not real.
Tom Hanks?
Yeah,
What?
dude. Yeah, dude.
Tom
The
Hanks
same
is
people
nicest
that were.
person on the planet.
I don't know.
This is a good one. I like this one. Concealed evil. If you were ever stuck with one food of your choosing for a full year, what are you eating?
Potatoes.
Chicken.
Dude, good thing Zell's gone.
Is
Why?
that the
Oh,
only thing I
yeah,
eat
that's a
like
trigger.
every day?
That's a trigger.
Like a potato head, eh?
Yeah.
I triggered him.
That's a trigger, bro.
Potatoes, man. You
Yeah.
can make booze. You got fucking. They're so healthy for you.
Yeah. Is
Dude.
it a dish
Oh.
or just like a certain
Oh,
like
It's
thing?
Here's one
bringing
food.
right now.
Sushi, man. Sushi. I could eat sushi all fucking day, every day.
where are you gonna get?
Wait, are we talking about like you could just say Italian
You gotta
food, or are you just like
type of sushi though? You can't just say sushi. You got to pick
You
like
just say
yeah,
plain.
you gotta be
sushi? Are you saying
specific.
sashimi? Are
Specific?
you doing nigiri? Are you doing...
Spicy tuna roll every day, all day.
Every day.
Good.
Oh my.
You're gonna do that to your
Every day.
asshole.
breakfast?
You're gonna do that to your
lunch, and dinner?
asshole.
Dude, I got a bidet. I don't care. I'll
Buddy,
do
you're gonna
whatever.
be fucking hot snakes for life.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I have a bidet.
Oh, dude, you can't. You can't.
You talk about hot
You get a-
shits?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so you
hot
the
snakes.
snake.
Ugh. Sorry, my life.
Dude, I had to leave
I
I had to
gotta
leave the
go
pub
back
earlier
to-
today. Halfway through our meal, I had such bad gas pains. I had to run home. I literally had to leave the pub and go home. I went and checked out the bathroom in the pub earlier. Couldn't.
Let me-
Facilities wouldn't. I couldn't do it.
He
He's
had to
sitting- let me
fucking.
do- Let me do my best impersonation. This is him. He goes like this. He's sitting at the table and he goes, "Hey, I gotta go. Can you get Brittany a ride home? See you later." And he just gets up and the fucking clench walks out the door. Leaves two. He had a 4-beer flight and he
Listen.
left 2 beers.
Oh,
Can you
man,
blame him?
emergency.
There's
No, dude, I
nothing,
sped home.
dude. There's
sped home.
nothing. There's nothing like having home field advantage when
No.
you're
No.
having a day like
farted,
that.
I farted so loud when I got home. I finally sat down. I farted so loud that like I laughed for like a good 8 seconds afterwards to myself in my
You cracked
bathroom.
yourself up.
It was really funny. Yeah.
Farts are never
Ah,
not funny.
Goodness.
It's
No,
Farts
oh
never
God.
get old.
Always
I
fun.
love this question. Hang on.
We got-
So
This
if
is a
you've
good one.
got
from-
an unlimited mob of 5-year-olds attacking you, how many could you take out before succumbing to exhaustion? Depends on the
How
rate.
long?
Why
How
is
long
it-
can an adult male live without sleeping? That's my answer.
I'm 28 years old now, so I don't sleep that much.
I could
like honestly, I would die of fatigue before I die. It would bring me pure joy to just be
What?
dumbing
Like-
these
Just
5-year-olds.
stomping a legion of 5-year-olds.
no,
Like,
dude.
honestly, never in my life have I been able to win a fight, and you're gonna tell me that for as long as I live, that there's gonna be 5-year-olds attacking me.
Yeah,
to
but
death
how? Here's the
with their
thing.
bare little hands?
Here's
And
a
I
How
gotta-
long could you last though?
I'm gonna feel like Lord Sauron, fucking smiting people. Fucking
Just
Stuck
Spartan
in-
kicking him
dude.
in the chest, sending him
Let's say
flying
it's like
6
1
feet.
second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second.
What?
I'd say I'm looking like 700s, thousands at least.
so wait. Every second you get a new.
700,000.
Every 1
5-year-olds?
second you get a
I
new
mean-
5-year-old charging you.
Dude,
I'll be honest
Alright,
with
how-
you. though.
No problem. I'd kill fucking
Thanks. Just like-
millions.
no,
Fine.
you guys aren't even thinking of this. You guys aren't even thinking this through. The
Yeah.
first kid I would slap so hard before death, and I would just hold him for the next
Yeah.
one coming through the
Look
gate,
at what's gonna happen.
and I would toss him to warn his next buddy, and I'd be like, "Go time, buddy."
Yeah, but here's the
Wasting
problem.
it.
What if you're not
You're
that
wasting
much
energy.
bigger than a 5-year-old? Like I'm not substantially bigger than a 5-year-old.
Andrew,
I don't
remember you
necessarily
you
like
just
our
you
chances.
just mix and mingle in the crowd. They don't know who they're attacking.
Exactly. I will befriend them. I know
Yeah.
the songs. I know the things they do. I know the things they like to eat.
Oh, so
I
you.
join them, pretend to be friends with them, and then I strike.
Where they buy their clothes. Yeah.
Oh, so,
Yeah, right?
so you're
we
gonna.
share the same clothes. We shop at the same places. We play with the same toys. It's not that hard.
Like the same shows.
Just kidding. I'm almost 5'8". Fuck you guys.
5'7" 3/4. He had a measure.
Almost 5'8".
5'7" 3/4. Say what you are.
If you were stranded
Almost 5'8".
from Jennifer, if you were stranded on or stranded after a plane crash and you had to eat one of your fuck. This is gonna be
Easy.
If you had to
Easy.
eat one of your fellow theorists, which one would it be?
Braden, instantly.
Buddy, we got a thick fuck. We got one
Okay.
thick member here.
I got
Yeah.
to.
I'll tell you right now,
for
Here.
days.
You know who's gonna be the most
Why-
tender?
no.
This guy here.
It would have to be Braden. We'd have to kill him right away, or else he would then eat all of us.
All of you.
He would outlast us.
We're all done.
He would
Yeah.
outlast
I don't
us.
judge.
So, like it'd be a mercy. It'd be like we'd have to kill him to save everyone else.
Just so we could sleep at night.
Exactly.
One
You-
of those
You'd
juicy
be like
cheeks.
nibbling on your toes or
It's
I'd be
famous for
massaging.
days.
I'd be like, oh, you tense?
tender.
He's got
Yeah.
you wake up, he's got like this giant rock like posed over your head, like, oh, hey buddy, I brought this rock and I thought you need a pillow. Like, here you go. Yeah, all
Enough of
right.
this?
All right. It's
That's funny. What are the okay? There's been more and more monoliths popping up.
It's becoming ridiculous.
Can we
It's not
start
fun.
a GoFundMe to buy me one of these monoliths?
Why?
I want one in my yard.
You just
You
make
don't
that
have
one.
cost-
one in your place. Why would
You
you
can
want a
buy, like,
giant
Scott.
monolith?
I'm living in Mystic
Yeah,
Conspiracy's
he
house.
doesn't even have a yard.
He doesn't
Yeah.
even. You're freeloading at your brother's place.
Yeah, I'm squatting right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squatter's rights. I don't have to go anywhere.
He's mooching.
Yeah, I like that meme that they're selling them at Costco. That's how frequently
so
they're coming up.
They're fucking-
Because
They're popping
I mean,
up
I knew it.
everywhere now, like-
It's like you had to be like, okay, here's my thought on the monoliths is that if it wasn't originally meant to be some sort of viral marketing campaign, which it doesn't look like it seems to be, it's
Not-
on
not yet,
advertisement for 5 gum or something.
no,
It is. I genuinely think, since we don't 100% know who did it, but if it was like an artist or something, I think it is one of the purest expressions of art, in my opinion, that there has ever been, or it is an example of one of the purest forms of art because you're creating art for the sake of creating art. You put it there not because people are going to see it, people are going to find it. Then you're not going to take credit for it. Therefore, a lot of art, a majority of art is always kind of the value is dictated by or assessed by its like the context of its creation, who made it, when they made it, what were the circumstances that they made it. It's like Picasso's Guernica is a great painting, but it's because it was created by him about the Spanish Civil War, and that's amazing. But it's like that's why it's famous because he made it.
yeah, but someone
This
knows
is just
some.
art
some-
for the sake of making art. It's just like people will find it, and the thing is, even if you imitate it, because you can easily construct one of these. We're seeing now one of these monoliths. You can make one. It's not hard. Just sheets of formed aluminum or
a
stainless
little
steel.
bit of shit, like tin. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can make
Couple
one,
rivets.
but
Yeah, you're good,
you're
yeah.
always going to go back. You're going to be like, oh, it's just like that one back in Utah.
In
or
Utah.
whatever. It's
Well-
always going to be that one.
Yeah.
That was the first one we found.
If that's
So-
what it ends up being, and actually no one comes forward ever, it's the greatest. But if someone waits till it's really famous
Give
and
me a
then
camera
proves that
for,
it was them and then
give her a
reap
Right.
benefits,
shot.
then it'll be
So,
different. Yeah.
If it was this artist that they think it was, and it was like, oh, he was just doing that stuff, and I'd be like, wow, that's actually pretty genius. I think that's pretty neat. But then if it's something like 5 Gum comes out and said like, oh, it's our new flavor, then I'll be pissed.
Yeah.
You're all about the 5 gum.
Yeah.
That's you're
I
fucking
think
hitching onto that
Dan
theory.
actually secretly signed a one-man sponsorship to 5 Gun for the amount of times he's mentioned it.
You're name dropping that shit. It's almost like this is your spaced out campaign, man. I
Bada
actually looked
bing.
into it.
Get on there.
Turns out all these
actually something.
spaced out purchases are Braden's. He's just been buying his own fucking shirts.
Well, I had to win. I had to like.
You had to win?
I had to like, out of spite, be right. You guys know that there's no better motivator for me than spite.
That's true.
And
How much
I
longer
would
you
agree
guys
with
made
that.
fun of me?
podcast for?
Quite a while. Why?
Because I've already fucking downed 4 drinks. I need to.
Yeah, I know you at least have
That's
2
all?
more because you brought a
I got
six-pack
2 more
down.
right here. That's why I need to fucking make
Yeah.
an assessment here. Because if I fucking I'm gonna be snoozing at this fucking table here.
Well,
in
I figured
45
we go for 2 hours and we'd be going for an hour. So
minutes.
We're good.
Yeah, right. We've been going for an hour and 45 plus all the technical difficulties.
well, yeah, hour 45, including the 45 that we fucked up.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got another hour.
Okay, Lions play
what?
late game tomorrow, so we can go.
Hey,
I'm good.
what are we? What else? What other conspiracy we're going to talk about tonight? I know we had a list of kind of some loose things to talk about.
No,
Phenomenon. Oh, not phenomenon. We were talking about
Like a phenomenon.
did the monoliths. We did the Zodiac thing. I don't know what else.
We did
gotta-
the- we did
don't
the
have any more
Israeli guy.
questions? Let's get some
Oh,
more questions.
yeah. Here's a question,
Uh,
Andrew. Ask you first. When will the Canucks win the Stanley Cup? I've been a fan since I started watching, and we've come close a few times. Think we'll ever win from Infamous.
Listen, I genuinely think that this whole Canadian division is the best case scenario for us.
Ooh, yeah.
I think we can win it. I 100% think we'll win this fucking division, especially now with Nate Schmidt. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to shore up our defense. I know we had a lot of losses, but I think,
He's
I
a
think-
good pickup.
honestly, this year, I think we're going to win this Canadian division. I genuinely
chance.
think we're going to win. I think it's going to be between us and the Leafs, and I think we're going to beat them.
Someone else asked. I agree with that. There's is there anything in Edmonton that you guys would recommend checking out? Yeah, I would
The
check
water
out
park.
the highway out of Edmonton.
No,
No, the mall, dude.
No.
They got submarines there.
dude, you go
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the water park at West Edmonton Mall, and then you get on the highway and you leave.
Just also, this is also the West Edmonton Mall. The slides there.
There's so much fun. So much fun.
The jump champion. There's slides that like snake, and you can kind of jump and catch air. I'm the big air champ of the Young Life church group when we went to the West Edmonton Mall. I almost fell out of the fucking slide.
Praise
And
Jesus.
what?
Because
Is
you
it
Crisco'd yourself
ketchup?
up.
I did. I lubed
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
I didn't
A
even
little
Crisco. KY, baby. All these fishing kids didn't want to touch
For
it.
his and her pleasure.
Yeah. For my air pleasure.
Those slides at West
Rob.
Edmonton Mall are fucking bananas, though.
Good fun.
Like they shoot down straight, and then they have a little like gap, and if you pop your elbows at one point, you can like fly to the next slope. It's crazy. So yeah, West Edmonton Mall. There's
Yeah.
there's some good bars
and then leave.
good bars in Edmonton, but I wouldn't like just make your way there to go for the nightlife.
No, it's
They
dude,
got to
listen. You're moving there in a month. I'll prep you, buddy. Winter, Edmonton's hard living.
Who's
motherfucker.
Hard
moving
winter.
to Edmonton?
This someone who wrote in. I can't remember. I won't say his name because
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to shame him in front of
That's
everyone.
not fun.
2004,
Edmonton's
I
not.
think it was the largest or the second largest mall in the world.
Yeah,
Like,
it was for a while.
had
Yeah,
it.
West Ed, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But- So, like,
There's
that's-
nothing else to do there, so you
Yeah,
gotta.
that-
do
I've done.
something.
I've
Go
been there
to the-
lots of times for work. In the winter, it's fucking
It's
miserable.
miserable.
It sucks.
And actually, right now, COVID is fucking rampant up there. They're in.
Oh, yeah.
Alberta.
Alberta's
So-
getting
COVID-
fucking shit.
Co-
Yeah.
Everyone knows COVID doesn't exist in Alberta.
Yeah.
All right, it doesn't exist. It's all a liberal sham.
Listen,
Get
it's
that
all
oil money
the
going
Great
again.
Reset, bro.
Yeah.
It's all about the Great Reset. Don't you understand?
Thorpe KV asks, talk more about ancient human civilizations.
It's a broad
I mean,
subject.
there's-
What do you want to know?
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, what are you gonna do? There's tons. I mean,
Yeah.
there's lots of them.
I mean, if you hadn't listened to the most recent podcast with Freddie Silva, I mean, we're gonna have him back on to talk about ancient civilizations. That guy, I could listen to that guy talk forever. He's the best.
Silky.
The worst, the best part is when he was like talking. He's like he talks for like in a 15-minute like constant rhythm where I was just like following along. I was just like, oh, in a daze. And then he
Edging the whole
stopped talking
time.
for a second.
Just a
He
little-
stopped talking, and I was still like, oh. And he's like, you all are quiet. And I was like, oh,
Whoa!
Yeah.
Was I supposed to talk now? Oh my
Now keep going, Freddie. I'm almost there. There. That's all it was. That's it. That was magical. All you need to know about ancient civilizations is that the Phoenicians were the first one to circumnavigate Africa. Important information. All right? Digest that. Enjoy it. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Andrew, every time you can get on some type of Phoenician sailing, that's first topic. Here we go.
It's a boat. It's all that matters.
Hey, time engine, buddy. Fucking dude. The best part is, and Zell, I'm gonna bring you in a little secret. There's certain topics where the second we start fucking going on, and we all like log in before the show, Andrew will be like, "Yeah, this is gonna be great." Zell's gonna talk about fucking Young Gudrias, fucking Graham Hancock. then fucking 15
But
minutes
I'm
later,
right.
you'll be like, yeah, and then fucking if you read Graham Hancock's book and fucking talk about young Gudrias, and then Andrew will you'll look right at the camera, he'll be like,
Yeah, because it's fucking awesome.
I'm batting fucking like 10 for 10. Like,
yeah, it's hilarious. He's like, it's great. We'll all have our pieces, and then Zell's gonna get on about Graham Hancock and young Gudrias, says a couple other things.
The secrets.
And then you legit.
The secrets of humanity start at the younger Dryas.
I know.
I'm telling
I've
you.
learned that from you.
I'm telling you. One day we'll find some better evidence of what's we
The
could.
World Bank.
Younger Dryas.
Young Gudrias.
Cognite crew wants us to show up at his wedding. His wife listens to us for 10-hour shifts.
I'm a
It
blast
would
at
be
weddings.
the best wedding present. Listen,
We're
Hey,
in.
location.
1,
That's
2, 3,
awkward.
4, 5. If the 6 of us show up at a wedding, I had.
Did you count who was on the show tonight?
I did.
Jacare Souza
honestly,
just got
one.
knocked out in full mount.
One?
How does that happen?
We're a good fucking time at.
Oh, yeah.
wedding.
Oh, that'd be a fun
It's
party.
true. We've got all the
sing,
bases
we
covered.
dance, we romance, we do it all.
We do it all.
We do it all. It's unbelievable. So yes,
We're
tell
in.
us when and where.
Yeah, we're in.
Fuck.
DM us.
What's the most racist thing you've accidentally done? Now, I'm not. That's a tough question because no one's
Racist
gonna say
thing?
anything, but
Subject.
I have a great story about an accidentally. It's honestly what I think to be the most perfectly crafted joke. I may have told it on the podcast before, but I'll tell it again.
Is it about dad? And
Hey, wait.
Oh.
Just to reiterate, this is fucking public.
No, it's
I
fine. It's
want to
fine.
make this evident.
No,
that this is
it's fine.
public.
Somebody asked. Someone asked.
It
but
doesn't
what I'm
matter.
saying
Telling
is-
it. Yeah.
No, it's fine. Because honestly,
As someone
Ron,
who's been on the shit list, I want you
Yeah, no,
to
it's
be
fine.
aware of this.
I have no issues saying this story because one, I think it has nothing to do with me. I'm just telling the story as an observer. So it's
Okay.
not even me.
Okay,
And the
he's an
person
observer.
who did it,
He's an
it's
observer.
one of the most perfectly crafted. It's 100% a racist joke, but it's one of the perfectly crafted jokes of all time. I had a run, like for my top secret CIA job. I have to you have to run like an obstacle course, right? And it's timed and whatnot, and it's actually pretty difficult.
Mm.
And so a bunch of us CIA members,
Is it?
CIA.
Is it?
CIA,
Thank you.
we had to run it, and the last part you have to jump up and down over this fucking hurdle, and it's like honestly you're so gassed at the end of this that you're just dying.
You're
fucking
gassed.
dying. You're gassed out. You're dying, and everyone's at the back like fucking dig deep. Come on, you can fucking do it. Jump over. Let's go. Let's go.
Everybody's
Like
trying to get hired.
everyone's cheering you on. Everyone's trying to be a good sport because
Super gay.
They want to get hired.
they're like
They're
they
playing
want to
the
get
game.
hired. They want a good point. So I had to run this with some other CIA people, and there was like a bunch of like younger kids running it. So we had all run it, and like the kind of the rule is when you finish and it's your turn, you kind of sit by the end to cheer on the last obstacle. And the last obstacle is jumping over this fucking hurdle back and forth. You have to get on your stomach, jump up, leap over, lay on your back, jump over. It's honestly, it doesn't sound like much, but at the end of the obstacle course, you're fucking so gassed. You're seeing stars. Everything looks like the Technicolor Dreamcoat. You're fucking dying. So like everyone's just at the end cheering you on.
Kick back to your old
We're-
Christian school fucking sliding days.
Oh, yeah.
I dig that.
Yeah.
That was good.
So we're fucking sitting there, and I like all of us CIA members have done it, and we're gassed. Like I'm beat face, like holy fuck. And there's this like super nice East Indian kid. He's running it. He's at the last section, and one of my CIA colleagues is looking at this kid, and he's just yelling literally what everyone else yells. He's going, "Dig deep, man! Dig deep! Come on!"
Is his
And this
name
other
Deep?
CIA guy turns and goes, "I don't think that's his name." And literally there was like 10 people around that were like, holy shit, this is the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Because one, it was obviously not his name, and the guy who said that joke was basically saying that the guy who was saying dig deep was racist, but he was cheering on the
That's
kid.
the worst thing you've ever heard.
No, I'm
That's
just
funny.
saying it's the best. That's the best joke I've ever heard. It's
When I
hilarious.
played football for the fucking Chilliwack Huskers, I got traded. It was horrifying. So I had to play a season in Chilliwack. The coach nicknamed me fucking Car Bomb.
Get
That
out!
was my name. He called me Car Bomb.
Fuck. That was a different.
Holy fuck!
And then
That's-
we got another brown kid, and his name was Car Bomb 2.
No, he didn't even make up something new. He just went number
No,
2.
it was just Car Bomb and Car Bomb 2. There was 2 Lebanese kids on the team. Car Bomb 1, Car Bomb 2.
That's funny.
Still love him though. The guy's a beauty, but still.
Yeah,
That's fucking hilarious.
that is funny. I mean,
Yeah, it
come
was
on.
pretty good.
It's a joke. It's a joke, but it's not appropriate.
No,
It's
just we know that, but
Sure.
like you can still laugh at it. You know
Just
that.
embrace,
it's not-
I don't know. I'm not advocating racism or anything like that, but the guy was the best coach I've ever had. He was a beauty. We had a laugh. It is
He had
what it
some.
is.
He has had a couple jokes in bad taste.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Coaching games.
Hey, you want to play time? You had to laugh.
You-
Laugh.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
I'll tell.
Hey,
Car
you
Bomb.
get it. Yeah.
I'll tell you something that we did by accident. We were playing video games back in the day. We were playing like Call of Duty, and you could put a clan tag, right? So we would put 88s as our clan tag because we were born in 1988.
Yeah.
But I guess if you dig into
white-
it, 88s means like Heil Hitler, and
Heil
it's like
Hitler.
it's like a white supremacist like abbreviation. We had no idea. We're in the
We were
games.
born in '88.
We're born in 88. That's
That's
all it
right.
And I
was.
just want to say, like, I want to point out the fact that the person that created this group, you know, if you look at him, you zoom in really quick. He's
I
got-
didn't create it.
God, fucking, he's the poster boy for the Aryan race.
Dude,
here.
I didn't create it though. It wasn't me.
It was me,
You
100%.
sure?
It was Braden. Anyways,
I thought it was. I was like 88.
It was
So I was like, ugh.
and the thing was, if you're playing in college, we're playing like public games. So then there'd be 3 or 4 of us in the game, and we like kill people. And we go like 88s. And then we would say it
Whoa.
all the
Yeah,
time,
all the time.
but we had no
We didn't
idea.
know.
And then someone once chimed in and was like, "Man, you guys are fucking white supremacists or what?" We're like, "What do you mean?" He's like, 88. So it's like stands for HH, like the 8th letter of the alphabet. We're like, "Oh fuck!" This whole time.
Ah.
Like, no,
Time
we
to
did it
switch that
because
shit.
everyone that we play video games with is born in '88.
Yeah, our
Like,
whole
it has
grad year,
nothing
it was all 88. So there's a whole bunch of us with this 88s as our game tag. Until it just took one guy to be like, "Dude, that like stands for like Heil Hitler, like you're a fucking Nazi." We're like, "Oh,
That's why you switched to the Ginch
fuck."
gang.
Yeah, and then
Ginch gang's where it's
Okay.
at. Ginch gang, baby.
Well, at least with the Ginch gang, we can bring in brown members and stuff.
That's the best part about that is the like default character on fucking that game. What's the name of that game?
PUBG.
PUBG is like a guy that looks exactly like me. It's just the generic brown person. Like, all right, cool, works for me.
That's so funny.
okay, well we waded through that question as best as we could. Next,
I think we did it pretty good.
did it pretty good, as good as you can in these
I
times.
like-
Eloquently.
What else? Any
You
other
got any more
questions?
questions?
Do we
Brayden's
miss
picking the
miss
questions.
something?
I don't know.
Looking back, I've been reading for a while.
There's honestly, sorry, if you want your question asked, just keep plugging them in the comments. Sometimes they miss before we answer. So
Yeah.
here's a quick question. Case file 28. Okay, first off,
Which one is that?
What's that?
Yeah.
I think that's back when I was on
you
the
guys
show.
had a demon
If it's
come
a
on the podcast
poltergeist
to say
one,
hello.
then fuck
Oh,
that.
no, that's
that
the
was that's like one of my favorite episodes actually.
Yeah, that's the demon that comes on. And it's like,
Oh,
and you guys all freak out, and then the studio, everything like crashed.
Byron was
I don't
on
think I
that
was
one
on that
too.
one.
Byron was on that
No,
one.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was that. I didn't know if that was that early. I thought that was later than that. And just no, like I haven't heard anything
Like,
ever since. And
remember that?
thank fuck. Like, I remember it clear as fucking day. I had goosebumps and like
Yeah.
chills and
Was me,
Yeah,
me
like,
you,
Del
and
came in.
Josh, the drummer?
Dude, it
It
was
was
the
a beat squad.
It was the
Yeah,
most
it was,
random
yeah.
episode of ATT. It was me and Byron, Mr. Conspiracy, and the Josh from my band. That because Dan wasn't there really yet, and Braden couldn't make it, and Andrew was working or something. So like, well, I'll do one with this random crew, and then we had this fucking demon come on the line, and legit.
Dude.
Ever since there, the studio's been haunted. There's clicks, there's rattles, shit happens.
If you guys have if nobody's listened to that episode, listen to it because I've gone back and listened to that episode so many times just to hear that fucking voice again and try and make sense of what happened in the studio that day, man. I don't know. fucking
That was
weird.
creepy.
It's just a
I
weird.
put it down. Brian said it was an audio thing. Thank fuck. I hope. I don't know. But like Ryan came back from taking a little tree break, taking a piss, and Josh and I were peaking fucking hard. Like we were freaking out. Like explain this. Like we got to know. Like what the fuck's going on? This is not normal. Like something's happening. Like there was this noise. He's like, what the fuck is going on? And then afterwards we listened back to it, and then Ryan freaked out. And I was like, fuck, you're freaking out now. You haven't heard this before. This is weird. Like, you should know this audio sounds. This is, yeah. It still bugs me out.
That was
I have
freaky.
not personally heard anything ever since, nor in the studio or outside of that. But, like, yeah, that did my head
Dude,
in.
I
That was
listened to that back, like, as a person who wasn't there and listened to that episode, because I was like, you guys were all like, you guys got to listen to that. I was like, I listened to it, and it was so fucking creepy. And the creepiest thing was, like, it wasn't so much the sound. Like, the sound was weird. It was a weird sound. But then it's every single person's
The
reaction to
yeah.
it that was on the pod. Like, every single one of you guys is like,
Well, dude,
what
it
was
was-
that? And then it was like, well, that wasn't one of you guys?
Well, no, we're all looking at each other, and it was like something's now like,
Yeah.
"Ugh," and we were all like, "Hello, like,
Yeah.
are we talking to somebody right now? Like, what the fuck?" And then it was like instantly just like tears and Ryan.
Yeah, we had to pause. We had to pause the episode and like end the call and listen back. Like, what the fuck just happened? I thought at first someone spilled on the computer. That was my initial thought. I was like, oh great, that's awesome. Some drunk guy, fucking Byron, just spilled 2 beers on the computer because he got scared or something. But no, there's legit demon interference.
It was a full fucking freak out, man.
I got,
Yeah, I didn't sleep right for like a week after that.
There's-
That scared the shit out of me.
Jennifer's asking if Dan will get my Sanook drunk before the end of the episode. There's not a
Not a
fucking
chance.
The
Not a
only
chance.
time you get a my Sanook story, I've told people before, it's at 3 a.m.
in person.
Not any in-person time, 3 a.m. in-person time, and Dan has to have enough drinks that his eyes roll back into his head. and
Yeah.
it's Demon Dan working for that's the only time. you
There,
get the my Sanook story.
there are certain prerequisites that need to be met before that story is told.
And
Yeah.
certain words need to be spoken earlier in the night to get it
Yeah.
prepped. Like it's
It's
like
a- there's
it's like
gotta-
it's like it's a summoning of itself.
Yeah,
It's like a
but
ritual.
honestly,
like you have to.
there's-
There are certain steps that you need to take in
I
order
think
for that to be
there's
that summoned
there's-
forth.
there's me, Dan, and Zell that have heard it, and there's only 3 fans that have ever heard it, and that's I want to say their names just in case they didn't
yeah.
want their
There's
names
3 there. There's 3 at the table that one time.
And it
And that
was-
was it.
Dude, it's honestly the
Great-
fucking greatest story ever told.
Oh,
Because if Dan tried to tell it to you if he wasn't that drunk and out of it, it wouldn't be the same story. But when he is
Yeah.
completely
We talking about my Sanok?
yeah, my son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, we were fucking twisted in California. Where were we? L.A.
California.
Pasadena.
Pasadena.
We're in Pasadena. We were twisted. We had people at our little Airbnb, and I'm having conversations with these people. And Dan's eyes are fucking looking like 4 different directions all at once, like just moving. And he's talking to these people. And I'm like, I
I
kind of
think he
hear
was
him.
levitating off the
Yeah, and
ground.
like I kind of hear him out
I
of the
was in my
corner of my
ginch.
eye.
Part of the story is like Dan also has to be that drunk, but I also have to be in my ginch,
Yeah.
nothing else.
I think
For
me
Dan
and
to
Braden
tell
were
her.
having a conversation, and he's talking to these fans, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna explain to what I heard, but I heard something, and I was like, everything was like the record, like fucking. And I was like, pardon, fucking me right now, and like just like zoomed into exactly what Dan was saying, and I was like, we were all like
Yeah, pretty much.
so shook,
Dude, but
so
it's the best
shook that the
story.
words
It's
that
the
were coming
best
out of his
story.
mouth. It was the best story I've ever heard. Best story
Yeah.
ever
The
told.
best, it's the best story ever told.
It is.
I've never heard it.
You've never been with Dan 3 a.m. when I'm in my ginch.
You know, I bet I probably actually have.
Pretty close, probably.
No, I've
Pretty close.
been with you guys in that exact situation, but we were in Thailand in
Yeah.
Braden's apartment.
Mm.
With-
Yeah.
Yes.
eating
You know what?
chicken. Yeah.
You may have heard it. We'll talk after.
Talking about-
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
I want to answer a quick
What's
gear
that?
question I heard earlier. Someone asked cheapest mic for recording guitar. Quick answer: if you really want to record guitar, you buy a Shure 57 microphone for like 100 US or 130 Canadian. It's like the only mic you're ever gonna need. Boom, done.
Hey, listen. Listen, where is it at? I'll sell you my old one. Where is it
Yeah,
at?
you got a 58.
There.
That's right, Mike.
Hey, look at.
Hey,
There you go.
someone asked-
You want this?
Hey,
That's not that
actually,
one.
I gave you that mic. You should give that back.
Hey,
All profit
Um,
right now.
hey, listen.
Someone-
You want this thing? Buy me some games like Braden. I'll send it to you right now.
You want to see an
I want to
impulse?
play fucking Cyber Geek. Send that shit to me.
Cyber geek.
I want to play Cyber Geek.
Hey, someone asked Ace Arts asked, what about the thing that was haunting Andrew in the last Ouija episode? Wink, wink.
It's still here.
Still there.
Dude. Honestly, if you were
Unsolved.
That was my friends. My friendship
Yes,
was
yeah.
haunting me, letting me know that I
It's,
don't have any real friends. That's what it was. It's like, hey, guess what?
It's
These guys aren't your
honestly-
friends. They hate you.
That's so good.
Wait.
there was nothing more perfect than that.
No, fuck you guys.
It's still Patreon only. It's still Patreon only.
That was horrifying.
It was.
Oh,
Look,
dude.
I thought I had friends.
Uh,
You know
was
what?
it-
I actually, you know who I blamed the most for that shit? It was fucking Byron. Fuck you,
Sold it.
Byron.
He was sitting next to you.
Yeah, fuck you, Byron. Thought we had to
Dude,
leave.
I
this.
was so fucked up. I was so twisted and fucked up that Zell's work on that was actually fooling me as well.
I don't
because
blame
it's like-
Zell at all. I don't
I was
blame
like,
Zell
I
at all
forgot-
because he's an
remember
evil
it
person.
recording-
looks like you just
I was
like
like,
drunk.
I don't blame Zell at all. He's evil. He's a bad person, and he likes tormenting people. He's a vampire, and I don't blame him for it. I don't. I don't at all. I blame everyone else.
It was one of the
Especially
fun.
Byron.
It was one of the greatest pranks ever pulled, I believe.
Pretty good.
It was.
Was it?
It
It
was.
was an
And
easy
if you're
target.
listening to this, get on our Patreon because the Ouija 3 we have never released it to the public.
If you
It's
like me,
Patreon
don't
only.
listen, because you're not gonna like me after that.
Dude, it's
Gonna
fucking
be a
phenomenal.
Fucking, you're gonna be like, that guy's a.
The best part is like I remember the chat to that show. People were losing their fucking minds
That was
live.
so good.
They were like,
Yeah.
"We
Oh,
hear
yeah.
Andrew."
Are you guys hearing that?
I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to spoil anything.
Everyone-
Leave right
But
now.
that
Audio.
Oh my
stuff-
God.
That Nagini stuff was the lowest I've ever been ever in my life. When I said that, like I hear that and I just want to beat myself up so bad.
You're
I'm
like,
so ashamed
guy,
of myself.
This is gonna sound dumb, but I'm hearing your voice. It sounds like Nikki.
No, it's like, you know, like in Chamber of Secrets when Nagini's talking through the walls. Oh, dude. I hear that and I'm like, I want to beat myself up. I want to see myself in grade 11 and stuff my fucking self in a locker. So bad.
We just got a comment. Did Dan take edibles? Looks like they are kicking in. No, that's Dan.
Look what they kicked in.
That's Dan's
No,
super
this is
expensive
just,
whiskey.
This is
That's
4
Japanese
glasses of
whiskey, bro.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Yeah.
Ohio Zayamasta.
Yep.
Hey,
Four Japanese highballs.
Dan, do you have the bottle there? Can you show the bottle? I've never seen this.
This one. This isn't. The first one I drank was the Yamazaki 12 year, but this is the Toki. This
Oh,
is
that's
the
a nice.
cheaper one.
That's a nice looking bottle, right there.
Expensive.
What's that run
Anybody
you?
got a stream for the fights? My fucking shit's down. Send that shit in the comment.
Is there fights right now? Is that
Yeah.
is that what's on the side today?
It's so funny.
That's what's on the side, second computer.
Yeah, I'm
wonder
trying to
you're
figure
just-
this out.
No wonder you're distracted.
Yeah.
Did no one?
I've been engaged.
Okay, did no one else hear? The stream heard it, but I don't know if you guys heard it for some reason. I played the Ouija sounds. Those whole.
I saw your face. I knew you were playing
I-
shit.
Well, I didn't hear it.
I heard.
I didn't hear it. You
Just
wanna
a
know why I didn't hear it? Because you're evil.
I played it was a minute and I still have it. It's on the bottom left of my sample pad. And I remember
Bad person.
I remember when we did it and you're like, "What the fuck's that button? You just pushed a button. What the fuck's that button?"
It makes me so mad because I knew. I fucking knew. I
Because
saw
it was
it.
in between all the average. No, it's just the normal sounds. Like he's just doing
That's
normal.
so good.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it. I knew it.
Uh,
I fucking knew it. I hate it.
Nisha Artiga asks, "What's the best merch shirt to get?" Objectively, it's the Dan No shirt.
No, it's the one that I'm wearing right now.
That is objectively the best shirt.
Miss Conspiracy, you should be wearing your own shirt right now.
No. I'll be honest. The shirt that Conspiracy's wearing is probably the coolest shirt.
Yeah, this is a nice
I like
shirt.
that.
Fits
The
so
And then-
well.
Bigfoot?
Second is
Which
the
one's
one
the guy?
Dan's
I can't see.
wearing.
I can't see.
I love
Just
the
the
shirt that
Bigfoot
Dan-
Believe one.
Oh, that is a pretty
Where?
good one. That's
Let me
pretty
see.
good.
Dude, the ATT NWO shirt is fucking dope.
That's
bro.
that's
I
dope.
love that shirt.
I like though just our classic new retro logo on the shirt, on the
I do
black
like that
shirt.
one, too.
Oh,
That's
it
pretty
looks
good.
nice. But the Believe shirt is nice.
The
Or
ATT 800 and ATT 1000 are pretty good. Those ones are pretty good
Man.
too.
So is the Mongoose shirt, but I want
No,
to.
it's-
I like the Mongoose Detroit Lions ripoff is awesome.
Did you like that?
Yeah, I like
thought it was
that
good.
one.
I was I messaged Cam early and I was like, listen, the boys are giving me shit every time I wear lion stuff on the fucking streams.
I need a mongoose.
I need something podcast related that's Detroit Lions. Does this work? And he's like, yeah, I can do that. And he did it. That's awesome.
You know what was awesome when Freddie Silva came on? The first thing he said, like, the Lebanese mongoose.
Because he read that's your Skype name.
I know, it was awesome though, and he's like, we're having a good time. I was like, yeah, we are.
That's so funny. I was like, man, we are professionals.
Hey,
We're not. We're not professionals. There's no part about me that is professional.
Hey, what's the
We
term?
get-
We get paid to podcast, therefore we're
professionals.
professional.
Dude, I'm not professional.
We are
Hey,
professional.
I'm
You get
getting
paid to
paid.
podcast.
Hammered on Japanese whiskey. Fuck yeah. Woo.
I mean, this is not not a standard show, but
Visually.
what's that, Byron?
I was gonna say, like, I was
Uh,
doing
what did
like
somebody
when you
ask?
myself saying not getting paid, so I'm not professional at all.
Meh.
I'll
You
buy,
get paid.
I'll buy you a beer, then you're professioncal. You
Yeah,
got
you
got
get paid
something.
beer.
Yeah. Hey, listen,
Actually, no,
I've
that's
been there.
true. You've given
I know
me
you're
plenty
paid.
of beers. That's true.
Noah Peterlin asks if there was one alcoholic beverage that you could remove from existence, what would it be and why? Jägermeister.
Tequila.
It's gross.
Tequila.
You're right. Dan is correct. Definitely in that
You-
situation.
you would
it's
take-
cough medicine.
You would take
It's
tequila.
gross.
You would take Jaeger over tequila.
I would.
What?
I would
You take
take
tequila-
that. Yeah.
I'd drink
Dude, a
tequila
nice
anytime.
tequila?
Fucking Jaeger's fucking gross.
A nice tequila is
Oof.
fantastic. Like a
Jaeger's
fucking
fucking nasty.
Dude, I'll remove tequila because every time I'm playing live, people always bring tequila, and I hate it. And it's always tequila. They never bring. Well, sometimes they bring
Party
whiskey, but I'll take a whiskey, but tequila on stage is the worst while you're playing. It lingers there. It's ugh.
Probably, yeah. I can imagine that.
I don't mind.
I mean,
tequila as much as
certain
I hate-
certain
fucking-
liquors do have like where they're best at. I think there's like certain situations that fit liquors best, and tequila
Have
is
you ever had
probably not like
Uso?
tequila is not something like you want to be actively doing something. I suppose like
Dan, have you ever had
Light.
Uzo?
Ouzo's good.
Well, Ouzo is good.
I
What's
can't remember.
good?
Maybe somewhere. I can't remember.
Jägerman, like,
Ouzo's
Give
like black
me-
licorice, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's a Lebanese drink. They'd
Like I had it in
pour you a
Hungary.
shot of Uzo with some water. And it looks like
Oh,
milk.
my
and
mum
like,
used to
it's-
make that shit.
There's this
Yeah.
really nasty liquor that I had that was in Hungary, but I can't remember. Fuck, I can't remember what it's called. It came
Probably
in this
Ouzo.
weird little green bottle with like an X on it, and it was like the grossest thing in the world.
Absinthe.
Huh? No,
Absinthe.
it wasn't absinthe. Absinthe is okay, which still tastes like black licorice, like Jägermeister, but less so. And I would rather
Well,
drink
Sambuca.
absinthe than
Yeah,
fuck.
Sambuca. That's the shit.
Zambuca's good, but we got Braden's.
Sambuca and Uzo taste a lot the same.
Yeah, Braden's about to put his headphones back in, so I wanted to wait for him. But we had a boss one time. We worked at a pizza shop, and he drank ouzo all the time, because he was
Oh,
he was a
fucking
Lebanese
chefs?
dude.
Hey, listen, bro. It's the
Oh, is that
best.
Ramos?
You want
Roma's.
To
It's
buddy,
best,
buddy,
number
buddy.
one.
You want the
Love
best
that
drink?
place.
I'll get you the best drink, buddy. I take care of you.
Take me some ouzo. It's a clear liquid, but it's a clear liquor. But then you put water in it, and it turns like a milky white.
The worst drink possible, and Braden can attest to this because he saved my life after I drank it, is fucking Screech.
What is-
Screech?
What's
Newfie
Screech?
rum.
The
Rum?
fuck is
Newfie fucking rum. Screech is the worst drink on the planet.
The strong.
Oh,
And the only time I've ever blacked out is the night that Braden saved my life at Flashbacks. Took me home when I needed to go home because I was throwing shot glasses behind the bar and doing push-ups and doing a bunch of ridiculous shit.
That
Braden
sounds like
saved my
normal
life.
stuff.
That sounds
Back
fun.
when Andrew was fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a good night.
Not fun anymore.
The worst one I've had is an Italian home liquor called Grappa. And at the time,
yeah.
I was friends with this girl, and she was a couple of years younger than me. And we ended up get home drinking that. And her dad was meant to be out that night. They came home early. We got into the Grappa. Ends up me calling him the C-bomb.
Uh-oh.
And he knew my dad when they went to school, whatever. Turns out now that his youngest son is now married to my sister. We're fucking related, but yeah, it was an awkward night. I woke up on the trampoline outside, throwing up everywhere, and yeah.
So
But Grappa is a fucking. It's like moonshine. It's like the Italian version of moonshine, just fucking lethal shit.
right. So if you're an Australian listener, Byron, you grew up like north of Melbourne, like Victoria, but like pretty small town, wasn't it?
southeast of Melbourne. Yeah.
Southeast, but small town.
Oh yeah, like 2,000 people, and like this guy family is like spud farmers, and they're like a town of like 40 people.
What was your hometown called so people can try and track down your family?
Mubu North.
What's the point? It's not real.
Yeah, it's true.
They're not gonna know how to spell the fucker.
No one does. It's like Humpty Doo.
Nah.
Go
Yeah.
buy yourself some
Humpty
Screech
Doo.
rum. Good for
No,
you.
Goon is not. Hang on, who's this fucking Lady J?
What's she
Goon
saying?
is not. She's saying Goon's bad. Goon of fortune, mate. It's the fucking best thing going around. So get your
Goon.
4 liter bag. You get
Mhm.
your 4 liter bag of Goon.
Yep.
You smash it.
Yep.
You blow
You
it
speaking
back
English
up.
right
you got
now?
to pass out.
Are you talking about just
You-
box wine?
go.
Yeah,
I don't know what
Goon.
he's talking about.
Goon's a boxed wine that you can drink.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
It costs $10.
I
You drink
would-
it and then you
Oh,
blow it
man,
up as a
I
pillow.
lived off that stuff.
Yeah,
I lived off that shit.
it's the best.
Dude, I'd start fires
Brexit, bro.
cardboard boxes later. I'd keep the pouches and fill them with water, with fresh water. Man, that for $10, I
awesome.
lost so much weight.
I
not drinking
lost
beer
so much
anymore.
weight.
But I was such a bad drunk on wine. Oh, it was kind of a nightmare.
That a boy.
You can't go wrong with a bag of Goon.
No, fuck no. I love the goons, man. Yeah.
Goon of
Hey,
fortune. So you grab the Goon bags, you hang them to the old Hills hoist, the old rotary clothesline for you North Americans, everyone else who's not in fucking Oz, and you stand around in a circle, swing them around. She lands on you. Down you go, guzzle it, and then spin again. All fun.
I like that.
Um,
pretty
Goon
fun.
bag.
Eric,
So good.
Erica Bibby is asking. Oh no, sorry. Sorry. The comments go by so fast, I forget who asking the question. Brandon's asking, for those who have done it, what is your best shroom experience? I have two.
Holy fuck.
I have two that are my
Best?
favorite. One, I wasn't on shrooms.
Yes.
Yeah. So the first one is, we used to, every summer, we used to do shrooms. There would be like, honest to God, like 20 of us that would do them at Zell's parents' house.
What a
and-
time to be alive that was.
That was
And
so fun.
It was so fun,
That was
dude.
great.
When we would have like 20-man journeys, like it was
insane. It
it
was
was-
fucking mental.
it was mental.
mental.
It was insane. Like we would get so much shrooms, it was fucking crazy.
bags and pizza and
But
McDonald's and
I-
just any way you can get them into you.
It was so fun. But like honestly, one of the best experiences I've ever had with shrooms was actually being the one person not on shrooms.
That was when you
at
trained for
Happy
the
Lake with
CIA,
Fire and
wasn't it?
Zell and some other guys who were on shrooms because I was not on drugs. I wasn't doing drugs anymore.
Straight
And
edge.
I just led them on a journey.
That
I
was
was
so
just like
fun.
I would just make sure like no one was doing anything unsafe, and I would because I knew what it was like because I'd been on shrooms. I just hung back. I didn't get too like fatherly or try to tell them to do things. I would just be I would ask questions every now and then. I'd be like, why are you guys
Go.
doing this? And they'd be like, we're doing it because of this. And I'd be like, that's a good idea. And if I could give pointers of how to help, I would. And then I would if there was something cool going on that I felt would help their high, because I'd done shrooms, I would bring them one at a time to give them, and I'd give
Let-
them all. I'd
on
sit
this.
them all down and give
Let
them a
me
talk.
explain. This is my second time ever doing shrooms. Once when I first came to Canada with my now wife, and she introduced me to mushrooms. And then the second time was here at the boys' weekend. And prior to this, we'd been out playing around with the skidoos. I almost broke my back. It was another long whole story, crazy
That was fun.
thing, getting towed behind a snowmobile. Survived, still good. But it's not, and I think I'd only been in the country for maybe a year. It was still early days for me, and we're out. I could just having a great time, and Braden's like, "Do you want to go on the back of the snowmobile?" And we're on a frozen lake. I was like, "Sure, man." And he drove me out to the middle of this fucking lake, and he just stopped. He's like, "This looks fucking amazing now. I imagine you would be
This is where
losing
I
your
kill
shit."
you now.
Look, I was like, "Yeah, you're right. This is wicked." And he's like, "I'm gonna leave you and grab the other guy." I was like, "Yep." So he disappeared, and I'm probably 300-400 meters out in the middle of this lake on my own, looking around, just losing my mind, and he disappears. Fast
Yeah,
forward
man.
about an hour ahead, as we guys start moving back towards the cabin, it was like a zombie apocalypse where they just like slowly walk, and then Braden would like stop the snowmobile, and everyone would just stop all of a sudden. He's like, "Watch this." He'd start revving and driving the snowmobile. Everyone would just stop again, or start up, and then they would stop. Like it was just fucking. It was like cows, just herding cows. It's fucking hilarious. And, like, it was great. It was a great time. It was a fucking trip.
Well, Braden just said that you tried not to let us do anything stupid, but we did bring an axe, and we also cut down 4 trees.
Yeah,
Not
no,
one of them
I
hit.
watched entirely. You guys were having so much fun cutting down.
Oh, it was so
trees.
fun.
Who was I to not like? As I was watching, I'm like, these guys are gonna push this tree onto this next tree. I was like,
Yep.
well, we'll just see what happens.
Let it happen. man.
Let it happen.
Yeah, I just let it happen.
It's fucking.
Would-
It's my turn.
Keep. Yeah.
My
Go.
turn. I'm trying. No, I mean it's my turn to try them. I haven't tried
Oh,
them yet.
dude,
You
my
haven't tried
I
it?
want
Oh man, they're fun.
here. This is
No,
what happened. I
Wait,
gave
I didn't get on the THC until like fucking 6 months ago.
I gave Andrew his
listen.
first
Welcome to the
THC
club.
dropper. Or I gave you spray. I gave him a spray, and now he loves it. Helps him sleep. I helped his life, and now I'm
Yeah,
gonna take him
dude,
on a
it's great.
journey. I'm gonna dissolve his
Dude.
ego, and he's gonna be
Hey.
the most calm.
Oh, dude, if I
person
could
of all
punch my
time.
ego, that'd be the greatest.
There-
Oh
Dude.
yeah, what do you mean? We can actually be friends now, or what?
Yeah, dude, listen.
Yeah, let's smoke a joint and hang out.
If I
sounds like
fucking
fun.
punted my ego, I'd be like, "What's up? I'm 5'7" and 3/4. How you doing today? Nice to meet you. My name's Andrew. I'm
I-
balding. How you doing?"
Yeah.
Fat Andrew.
Buddy, hey, I'm receding. Yeah, I'm receding.
Yeah, it's all
Alright,
good.
alright, welcome to the club. Yeah.
Hey, you know
They're,
what? It's all good. You can bench more than me. I'm cool with it. It's fine. No biggie.
They're
can't.
decriminalized now in California, and the next time we go, honestly, if there's not a chance, I'm going to fucking Disney World, Star Wars Land, not on show.
Oh,
No.
That'd
Well,
be
listen. I
insane.
gotta try it before we do that, cause I'll
no,
I'll,
no,
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 I'll
no,
no.
die, bro.
Just jump into it, bud.
Yeah,
Listen,
right.
there's-
now.
There's
Yeah.
not a better time to do it in a
Yeah.
better place. There's no way
You're
you can get a
forced-
bad
you're forced
vibe.
to have a good time.
Dude,
yeah.
Forced to
listen.
have a time.
Yeah, right. Me and you had a cry after going on the Harry Potter ride because we were dizzy.
It's true.
All right.
You were dizzy.
Yeah.
Actually,
I
Zell,
got dizzy.
yeah,
I
the
need
time
to
that
sit
was-
down.
I don't feel good.
What was that, Byron?
I remember the other time it was one of the few times I've had them up at the ski hill.
I was gonna
And
say that one.
That one was great. So there was a big group of us. There's about 7 or 8 of us, and we had some pizza and just put a little sprinkle on the slices, and away we went. And we were going around. Actually, the wife almost fucking killed herself dropping off a drop, but that was different.
Yeah,
she was all good.
we don't talk about that one.
Don't worry about that. But we ended up going on toboggans and the tubes,
Tube
fucking
park.
snow tubes down there. Oh, it was amazing. We had like 7 of us all sliding down at once, and then the fireworks went off. And I remember me and one of our buddies, Chris, were going up the magic carpet back up to the top with the tubes, and in between the two of us was this 7-year-old, and we're just like gobsmacked looking at these fucking fireworks, like the most beautiful colors in the world. And this little kid turns to us and goes, "Do you know what I love about fireworks?" And we kind of both look at him like high as shit going, "Yeah." He's like, "Everyone loves fireworks." And we both looked at each other. You know what, mate? You're fucking right. Everyone does love fireworks. These are fucking amazing.
Dude, that
Such a good
time. So that's a hard question for me. Like my favorite time in mushrooms that had many fun times. But that time, as far as like laughter and actual like being like a little kid again and having fun, doing mushrooms, going down like pretty much sliding down the hill to the tube park, renting tubes and going tubing for 3 hours was maybe the most
that'd be
fun
fun.
I've ever had. Like
That'd be a lot of fun.
dude, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
it was so fun because
That's a
everyone
beauty. Yeah, that's a beauty
everyone
time.
like, you get to the bottom and you grab your tubes and your smile is ear to ear and
Oh,
you're just like
yeah.
screaming and laughing just like
You don't
the
have
little
enough
kid.
teeth. Yeah.
There's an 8-year-old kid beside you. He's laughing really hard. He had the best time.
You're-
You had a better
You're high
time than
mushrooms,
him.
You're laughing.
You had a better time than him. You grab your tube, you throw it over your head. You're like woo, and you're just like fucking running back to the thing. We must have went on like
Oh,
I don't know, like
we did
20
abs-
runs.
We had this
Oh, yeah,
Jamaican
you don't
guy.
want it to end.
He saw us every time, and we went to him because he let us, because we had 7 of us, and they would only allow like groups of 4 because of the
weight.
mass of you
Yeah.
going down together. You would continue on. And the first time we held on, and we went through all the fucking straw and shit to slow you down, and went like piled through it. and they said next time let go. And he comes up and he's like, "Fuck you guys again." And we had this one guy or girl who was tiny. She was in the middle, and like the 6 of us around her, and he would fucking spin all 7 of us in circles. And I think it was like 2-3 hours later, we come up and he looks at us. He's like, "Oh no, my shoulders are too sore, too sore." We're like, "One more." And he's like, okay. And fucking boom.
In the thickest Jamaican accent, just so awesome. It was just a great fucking night. It was so fun.
Honestly,
Anyways.
the next time we go to LA
still-
or
You had
Disney
a
World,
Jamaican
we're doing
guy putting you down this slide?
He worked at Big White.
Big
Oh my god.
Big White's
that
like a
is
very
phenomenal.
dude, so many international
Did he
people.
did he give you like feel the rhythm, feel the ride? Come on, Jamaica, it's bobsled time.
Not exactly, but he might as well.
Dude,
in
Kay,
my mind,
you
he
want
should
to know
have.
the most accidentally racist thing? If you
It
have
was that.
Telus, listen, if you have Telus and you have Stingray Music, there's a Stingray Music channel called Rhythm, and it's spelled Riddum,
Rhythm.
It's
and it's
patois,
all
man.
Jamaican music.
Fucking
Rhythm.
patois.
Oh,
We
wow.
know Rhythm, man.
What part of Jamaica are you from?
Rhythm.
It's
Down by
fucking
the beach,
ry-
boy.
Yo, listen to the rhythm.
If I was a Jamaican, why would I be wearing this hat?
Anyways,
I loved it.
fun-
Rhythm.
Dude,
I don't know. Listen,
so many fun
I'm
times.
down to
Wanna-
experiment, but am I allowed? I'm somebody's dad.
Yeah,
I'm
No,
some-
no,
what do
you're
you mean?
100%.
You're
Is
good.
that
I'm a
okay?
Do whatever you want, man. Yeah.
you can do it,
I don't want to melt my fucking brain.
dude. I'm gonna
No,
take I'm gonna
Andrew,
take you on
the
a
best
small
part about
You're
journey.
still
it
gonna be
is-
able to be a dad
Yeah.
afterwards. Like,
I
The
hope
best
so.
part about it is like halfway, just about the halfway mark where you're like the absolute highest you can be on shrooms, you discover the secrets to the universe,
Yep.
Yeah.
and you lose them within 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You like
Incredible.
grasp
Amazing.
them for a second.
so
You're like,
quick,
I
yeah.
understand how
Oh.
everything works,
And it's gone.
and then it's gone.
Yeah.
And you're
I
like,
get that. because
and then
I
you
get
try
that-
And try and remember it the whole time, and you're like, "What was I thinking of at that moment?"
I
Yeah.
get it
It'll
because
bring me
like
back.
I get that from the
Ah,
spray.
stress.
Braden knows. I text Braden all the time with some weird shit. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
do you think about this? Did you
Oh,
think
yeah.
about this?
Last night you were on some next level.
Exactly. I take my sprays, then I see my phone. I was like, I gotta talk to Braden real quick.
That's
And I
what I'm
started
talking about,
writing up some
dude.
weird
I'm
shit.
so happy. I'm one of my life goals is complete. Getting Andrew on the weed.
I'm telling
Hey,
you,
listen,
I don't smoke it. I just spray it.
Spray it.
hey,
Oh,
listen,
buddy, you gotta
I
smoke
will.
it. You'd get,
I'm like,
you'd get so high.
I'm like
it'd
the
be
Big Willie style,
hilarious.
Will Smith. Got a cigar
Hey.
for the look. I don't light it. You know, I just give it a little spray.
Hey, here's the thing. If we're doing shrooms for the first time, listen, because I've done them and I know I'm a good spiritual guide for people on shrooms. I can do
Just
it.
let him fucking loose. Let
No,
him
no,
loose,
I can
let
do
him
it.
his own
So
thing.
what I'm saying is, if you're worried at all,
Let him
I
melt-
won't
melt
do
through
them the
fences and
first
shit.
night that we're together, so I can guide you through the process.
I'm
But
worried,
the next night we're getting.
I'm
You're
worried.
not. You're good. You'll be
But-
fine.
but I'm worried. But I want to kill the ego, man.
Kill
I
it.
feel like that would be so good for me.
It
If I
helps.
could
It
nip
does.
that shit in the
Here's
helps.
the thing, though. Here's the
Dude,
thing. If you
doing
want to kill the
shrooms
ear,
changes your life afterwards.
if
I'm
you
like,
if you want to kill the ego, you got to be by yourself at some point,
It's true.
Oh,
because you got to let the shrooms just
I don't
sit
know.
in your mind with
Yeah,
no
I'm too
one
Yeah.
ADD
else
though.
around.
Like my brain goes so crazy that all I can think
Ah.
about is like, what if happens if it goes bad? What happens if
No.
I hit
No.
Batman?
But here's the
There-
thing: you'll say that to yourself, and a voice will answer back. You're like, "It's already bad, Andrew. That's because you're such a piece of shit,
Yeah.
and you need to fucking straighten
You're an
out."
idiot.
Yeah, and
That's what I need.
It'll
need
answer
that.
back, and you're gonna be like, "Oh no, that's all me."
I am an idiot. Oh,
Dude,
fuck.
I do that every morning. I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth, I look in the mirror, and I'm like, you piece of
You
shit.
piece of shit.
Hey Dan, would you do shrooms in California if we next time we're there?
Yeah, sure, if we're there.
Oh shit!
Dude, it's
the
true.
Maester.
Dude, Dan doesn't smoke weed or anything, but when we go to on a pod
Are
trip,
you kidding me? We're on a pod trip. Dan's like,
that's what I'm saying though. No, but Dan doesn't
Bro.
smoke at home. He doesn't really smoke. He
Dude.
doesn't smoke at home. But when we go on a pod trip and you offer him a vape, he's like, sure, and he does hit for hit, and he never changes.
Dan's a
I
few
don't-
hits
like,
and a few
it doesn't
pitchers.
really change. It just makes me more paranoid.
Listen, He's a few hits and a few pitchers away from a Mysanuk story.
That's true.
I've been there. I've seen
I'm
it.
already a paranoid person, and it's like when I take the weed, smoke weed or whatever, it's just
Devil's
like,
cabbage.
I'm more
Dude.
paranoid than I was before, and it's not
The last
about
time
like
we were
getting
in
caught.
Vegas-
It's more about just weird shit.
The last time we were in Vegas, I was eating edibles like they were candies.
Yep.
And I was fucked up, dude.
It was
for
so
like,
fun.
I was fucked up for like 5 days when I got back.
I just get hyper aware of everything because I just start like noticing like all stuff like how I'm sitting, like how I'm. It's really weird.
That
How
does-
many pod
Yeah,
trips did I miss? 1 or 2?
I think you only missed one
2. No, you missed 2.
You
You
missed-
missed in LA
you missed
and
LA?
you missed a Vegas.
and a Vegas,
In
right?
Vegas, right? Yeah.
Bullshit, man. Don't
It-
have kids.
Dude, the Vegas one
Yeah.
that just reminds me, Braden, is when we went to Vegas and we did
That was
we
a
did-
fun one.
Vegas. We went to and we did all those edibles. People like gave us edibles, and then we went to go meet fans at like that half strip, like it was like a stripper restaurant.
Yeah.
We met
fans.
fans. What was the place? It was called like Twin Peaks, and all the girls. It was like pretty much like Hooters.
Called
Oh,
Twin
yeah.
Peaks?
Yeah,
You guys
Wait,
went to
what?
Twin
Twin Peaks?
Where?
in Vegas
Vegas.
on the strip.
On the street.
And we,
What?
yeah, it was late night. We met fans there. That's when we met Black Ron Pond, Absolute
Yeah.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
fucked.
I was
But
wrecked.
I
I
was
remember
fucked
that.
up.
I remember that.
We were on
Hooters, right?
Instagram.
Was it
We were on
like a
Instagram where
Hooters
we're
or
like,
something.
we're on Instagram. We're like, oh, we're gonna go. We want to meet fans. So we're like, okay, we're gonna meet at this place has good reviews. Let's go there. It was like a Hooters. We show up. We
Yeah.
all was eating like 5 edibles, and we showed up, and there
I
was
was
like
so
6
messed up
people,
at that
6 or 8
point.
people
Oh,
there.
I
man.
could,
Feel so bad.
dude, my eyes were so squinted I couldn't see. I had to hold Zell's arm like a
Yeah.
blind man.
I just want to point out the fact that we're still potentially going to have a fucking TV show, even though you assholes were all fucked up on edibles. All right?
Man,
This
All
is
right?
true.
That should speak
This
for
is
our
true.
product. It's pretty
That's the
fucking
best.
good, even though you guys were out there twisted out of your fucking minds.
Hey,
very true.
Everyone who's listening to this knows that the first time we went to LA, we went to a TV pit. where
Second
people
time.
wanted
second
us-
time.
No, this was the
Second time.
first time we went to LA.
I went to LA.
The other time we went to.
Oh no, it was
Mexico.
second time. Second time we went to LA, we went to a production studio because people wanted to make a TV show based on Alien Theorists, and we went to this pitch meeting after Six Flags, and on the taxi ride or the Uber to the production meeting, Dan
We
and
were
Zell,
waiting. We were waiting.
Dan, who doesn't do marijuana, took an edible, and
Oh,
Zell, who takes
Jesus.
lots of edibles, took an edible, and I was all fucking concussed.
No.
So all 3 of us were concussed.
Why were you
But
concussed?
these 2,
From roller coasters.
coasters.
because we were on roller coasters.
Oh,
Gee,
man.
roller coasters.
Let's change the subject.
And
Not getting concussed from a roller coaster.
Are you kidding
Oh,
me?
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Those shoulder
real.
harnesses are garbage, and if
You
you're
get
a really
fucking-
bad roller coaster, you've never been on Busch Gardens Dragonfire.
Bro,
Yeah,
I've been
You
on the
get
Hulk.
fucked up.
I've been on the Hulk and watched this little bitch in the fucking lower corner here pass out.
Was
Yeah,
it
it
you?
happened.
Braden
It
passed
happened.
out on the Hulk.
Passed out like a little bitch.
I did.
Yes,
On
you
the
did.
second loop, I was like,
Dude, no, right at the beginning. As soon as the gamma fucking shit hit and we launched, you were out. Snoozing.
Hey, I got a funny story about getting sick on rides. I was
Yeah.
at Disneyland or Disney World, and I've been going crazy on corn dogs and beer. Like I had like 14 corn dogs.
As you do.
And
As
oh
you
yeah,
would.
yeah,
Alright.
like, yeah.
Of course.
And
This
so,
is a
so
real
we go
good
on this
start.
we go on the G-Force ride where it's like the rocket ship to Mars. So where, like
Sure.
you launch around the moon and go to Mars. So that like you get strapped into this thing and like it's me, my girlfriend, and my buddy, and then some random girl that we don't know who's next to me. And I'm so full and drunk, and there's tons of puke bags, thankfully. This thing
Yeah.
kicks off, and right away, as soon as the G-Force starts, it's like a 5-minute ride, like 30 seconds in, I am filling these bags. And I fill the first bag. This is the best part. I fill the first bag, like, just full of corn dogs and beer.
Just
and then, like,
rage
the
barf
seat-
too, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the seats then like lift up and tilt you back. So it just cover myself in my own puke. And now I'm like, oh, what do I do? So like I put my puke bag in between my legs and grab a new one and like try to scoop the puke off me. But it's
Kept your
an
puke bag. I
interactive
would have tossed
ride.
that shit.
Dude, it's an interactive ride, so I have to be like pressing buttons and shit. And I'm getting puke everywhere. Oh, dude! By the end of the ride, this poor girl next to me, fucking, as soon as those doors opened, she ran. Like, like almost like Scooby Doo ran. Like feet were going. Oh man, I felt so
Like,
bad,
right.
but
Just gone.
it was worth it. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh man, I miss trips. I miss fun. I miss fun.
Okay, when we going on a trip?
As
should
soon as
start
we can.
planning.
As
Next
soon
year,
as we
man.
can.
Get her fucking
The
vaccines.
second we can,
Can't
the
wait.
second we can book it, it's booked. Pod trip number 2. We're either going Vegas or LA.
No, dude, we're
I
going.
think
We
LA
have
would
to
be
go.
fun.
I think we have to go East Coast.
You get a New
Do
York.
it before
fuck yeah.
I accidentally knock up my old lady again. We got to do it. We got to do it. I don't want to miss another trip.
No
Hey,
more trips missed.
You don't have
buddy.
to watch the second one being born. Like nobody probably. Your dad wasn't around when Scotty.
We
was
gotta
born,
be
I
there.
Yeah.
bet.
I
Nobody
know.
fucking cared.
I was adopted at like 5. Come on.
Dude, listen. If you were adopted, things would make so much more sense. I'll be honest with you.
Wouldn't it? Yeah.
The genetics don't make sense. You still got eyebrows.
You got.
Bald. I got a
You
full
still got
fucking
eyebrows,
head.
man. It doesn't make sense.
So do I, though. So do I.
No,
though.
you don't. They're gone.
Your eyebrows are gone. Yeah.
Bro, every time I see you, it's like Thanos is snapping and your eyebrows are just slowly disappearing.
It's true. Fuck.
It is true. They're
Look at
going.
you, dude. You're all forehead. You're all eyes to forehead in the camera. Look at
That's
you,
it.
dude. You're just like that.
Wait. Whoa. Why is Rob just suddenly appeared in the bottom right corner?
Can you guys tell that I'm changing emotions?
Oh, I can't even tell that you're fucking excited. Nothing. You
I
have no
can't tell
eyebrows.
shit.
Why are you so mad at me?
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh,
Listen,
Listen,
Flower.
be happy you don't have these giant Eugene Levy's caterpillars.
Dude, you do have
I
some
like-
caterpillars.
Hey, listen.
Those are thick. Yeah.
I wish
Dude,
I had a couple of fucking
listen.
Eugene puppies.
My movie finally came out.
I seen that.
The first thing that shows up is just these fucking caterpillars just hanging out.
Andrew, what's
All
the
you
movie
can
called?
see. It's called Endless.
Endless. And starring your boy Andrew. And Endless
Movie
just
premiere.
came out.
It's popcorn. It's the last like 15 minutes of the movie. I show up.
Hey, I listened to that part you posted. It sounds good. You sound like you know what you're doing. Put you in your
Fake
element.
it till you make it.
Yeah, put you in your
Yeah,
element.
if
So you're
only
doing
you
it.
could, if only you could make that, happen with the podcast, we'd be way
We'd be
better.
all right.
What do you want to know? Fake what?
Like you know what you're doing.
Oh, man. That's my role. I've embraced it. I gotta play the fucking lovable asshole. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, my cheeks hurt from laughing so much.
I know this is a fucking good
Look
time.
at Zoe, you're all rosy and shit too, bud. You look like you're having fun.
Oh,
Is anyone else
has to do
enjoying
with the
this?
hat and the
I'm
fucking
having fun.
my little
I'm having
neck
Well,
thing.
we're having fun. We're having a great time.
Is anyone
It's a
still
fucking
watching?
Reunion.
Is anyone
The
watching?
only one who
Dude, this
doesn't
is-
look have fun is Dan with his Russian hat.
Yeah.
You can't see me smile.
Oh.
My cheeks are hurt.
All right, I gotta get another beer. I'm gonna
This
take
is Dan-
another
this is
bong
Dan
toke. I'll be
smiling.
right back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
He's accurate.
That's Dan's smile.
Pretty much.
Fuck, man, that's so
Oh
funny.
yeah. Chat's still
Um,
going strong.
Got any more
it.
questions or what?
Yeah, hey Dan, we all know you're going back to Thailand because you want some more Sanook.
Oh,
King of
I love
Sanook, man.
Thailand. Love
Um, you're
Oh,
like
Dan.
let's be honest here though. Before you go back to Thailand, and that's gonna be sometime next year. We all know it's gonna happen. You're gonna spend some time in Kelowna before you fly to
Sure.
Thailand, right?
Sure.
it. Dan,
because-
when are you going? I might just hop on the same flight and come with
I
you.
figured it
Hey.
out. Well, as soon as stuff opens,
Soon as
I've been
everything
keeping an
opens,
eye
hey,
on the
Hey,
thing.
let's let
No,
Braden
no, no,
talk
no,
because
no,
I
no.
feel like he's gonna say the same thing
Sure,
I
sure,
want to say. Let him talk.
I want to say the same thing. The second that you're gonna come to Kelowna, and let's make it a good chunk of time change, Dan. Like realistically, we got places for you to stay. When you're coming, you let me know because I am going to take a leave of absence from work, and I'm
Yeah,
going to
you
come to Kelowna at the same time.
Dan, you can have my basement suite.
Like,
It's
listen,
yours.
like we will all like for whatever time you were going to stay in
It's
Canada
gonna be
before you
nice
move to
to
Thailand to
visit.
go and teach again. We will all. I'm going to take a leave of absence. You got a place to stay in Kelowna. Like, fly from Vancouver. It's the West Coast.
What?
It's a jump to Thailand. It's no problem. No problem.
Listen.
My Sanook.
Fly all your
Before
shit
that
to Vancouver.
happens,
I'll pick it
before
up.
this
Drive
happens,
it to
listen.
My
Kelowna.
Pilai, Dan. My
How
Pilai.
many-
My
how many people do we
Pilai.
have listening right now? How many people are listening? Do we know?
55.
I'm putting out a fucking official plea to the 55 people listening live right now, and whoever listens while it's recorded, especially Canadians, but Americans, I'm not hating. I need y'all to marry Dan. Marry his ass. especially Canadians.
Hold on.
Marry him
Where's
and
Makers?
keep
Where's
him here.
Makers? I know Makers is Canadian.
I
She's in
don't-
Winnipeg.
It goes
We can't
thirsty.
do our own research. We can't lose Dan. Keep him here.
We're not gonna lose Dan. Dan's just
Listen,
gonna be in a
things are
Dan's
gonna
gonna
get
be
tough.
morning drinking.
I'm just gonna be having way more
Listen,
fun over
We need Dan in Canada. We need Canada Dan.
Dan's gonna
we
be
need
wearing.
Canada.
He's
We
gonna
need
be wearing
Canada. We need
DNX
Canada.
fucking Hawaiian shirts in Thailand. Fucking
Listen,
partying.
we need
You
Canada.
guys are gonna be you guys are wearing your parkas and freezing, and I'm just gonna be like, hey, what's up? From
No.
the beach.
No, we
Koh
need
Samui,
Canada.
What's up?
We need
Hey,
Canada.
No, but
Mickers?
Canada.
Is it Mickers?
Big Theory
Mickers? Mary Dan?
Production, Koh Samui division.
We need Canada. It's the only option to our problem.
Are we talking about Canada?
Braden, why don't
Yeah, get to Canada.
Wait,
Let's
I
go.
see that one post. Why don't you marry Dan?
Who?
Braden.
Yeah, that would work.
That would work.
I mean,
Braden. Hey,
Hey.
Braden's no. He newly.
I'm not sure how much luck he has with marriage, but let's do it.
oh.
Hey, second time's the charm, right?
Hey, listen, I'll be the first person to say huge improvement.
Oh,
Huge improvement.
you've no idea.
No,
No
I
idea.
do.
Yeah.
I do. Dan is not on the spectrum.
Are we gonna
Huge
get into
improvement.
it? Are we gonna get into
Marry
it?
his ass.
No, let's not get into that.
No.
But yeah,
No.
Marry
I'll
Dan.
marry Dan. No problem.
Yeah. Mary Dan, bring him over.
Do it.
I
No
do.
more
I do
fucking
like.
Thailand,
I've, you know,
Dan.
I've been to Kelowna. It's nice.
Your turn.
We
Nice
want
here.
Canada. We don't want.
But
I did a lot.
You want?
I would. I don't know. Once traveling
Yeah.
opens up again, there's just like I can't
I'm gonna
wait.
Jamie's
Just to
too.
do something.
It's just like just
No,
so we can
for real
do
though.
things.
Before you go to Thailand, plan a chunk of change in Kelowna. And
Canada.
We'll get you to Vancouver, and you and I will get married, and we'll invite all of our fans to our marriage.
It's our
Perfect.
gonna be
very
a
own
grand
Chuck
old
and
time.
Larry.
Hey,
We need it.
Danada. Hashtag Danada. Here we go.
Dude, start a
Hashtag-
campaign. We want Canada.
Braden Dan and
Yeah, Bray Danada.
We've now become one person.
Oh,
The ultimate theory.
Yeah.
look at it exploding. Oh, it's going
Our
viral
home
already. Braden Dan
researcher.
Yeah.
True
Please move to
information.
Canada because we don't want to do our own research.
In Dan we trust.
It's a
Sure.
weird. It's a very weird thing. Like I really don't feel like sometimes I do all that much work, but there are some times when I'm like, we do like when we do more complicated
Sometimes you
case
got to put
files.
in,
I
put
feel
in
like
it.
we don't do that much work, but then when it's something like really stupid, not stupid, but like it's not as it feels like not that involved.
Not as
I
deep.
usually go down these weird rabbit holes and I get all this information. I'm like, I have way more information than we needed on this stupid stuff.
I don't know, man.
No,
I,
it's
I,
crazy.
I try to do my own research and I like look at your notes and I'm like, well, that's better. Maybe I'll just read those.
It just comes up with
I
so
can't even read my own fucking writing. I'm like, this is dumb. I need to
Wait,
read Dan writes.
All my theories come to me in my sleep.
and then you write them on cue cards.
Yeah, why-
There's
No,
nothing
it's
there.
a man. It's a man, but he's speaking in a different language, so I have to get it translated. I have to write it down and get it translated.
Get
And
Dan to write
I swear to God, hey, not like before all this like intergalactic federation bullshit was coming out, I looked at my wife, not fucking like maybe under a year ago, and was like, I'll tell you what the big plan is, like why they're doing like the Space Force and all this bullshit. It's like they're getting ready to introduce Earth into the Galactic Federation, which I guarantee there is one that we just have no way, like we're just completely blind to. And now I'm seeing like memes and shit about it. And I'm like, I'm just waiting for like the drop of being like, it's real, we're in it here. Like we expect to see some shit like coming in the skies, like other people come in.
Dude, I hope so. I would
Bring
be.
it on,
I'm on
man.
board.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Hell yeah,
Bring it on.
bring it on. Fucking, that'd be sweet.
It make
I'd
for
love to jump ship and get off fucking Earth and go see something else.
it
That'd be
make
tight.
it make for quite
Fuck
the
that.
quite the contrasting year from 2020 to 2021, and all of a sudden aliens showed up and they're real.
what
It'd be fucking rad. I'd
It'd
be
be fucking
down with that.
awesome.
man?
Unless it was like Childhood's End, then I would be.
We
really
don't
depressed.
even.
That book. That would be really depressing. But other than that, yeah, or Independence Day, that would kind of suck too. But
Yeah.
Welcome to
The
Earth.
military force. Yeah.
Dude, immediately,
also
like,
kinda
imagine if you could go to like your local like travel agent, and they're like, "Oh, like there's now intergalactic flights. Like you can go to like these different planets," and being able to choose and being like, "I want to go like just the excitement of like the travel and like
Which
being
would
able
be
to go.
cool. Like seeing different planets would
Oh, it'd be
The
amazing.
thing is, like,
So
you never,
fun.
you probably, most likely, would never be able to set foot on another planet unless you had a spacesuit on, like
Yeah.
without a
Okay.
space.
I'd do
but-
it. I'll be the first one to try. Why not?
Sure, yeah, it would still be
Oh.
neat. But if you could, like, I don't know, if there were a planet that was very much like Earth, or even like perhaps even more optimal that to us than Earth, would be neat. That'd be cool.
Yeah, like what? I mean, it'd be sweet if you could, just put on a spacesuit and jump ship and
Well,
fucking
I think it would be
go
really
roam
cool.
around like their bazaars and shit. And
I was reading this book recently that was actually really neat. That was had a concept in it where it was like they discovered, eventually humanity, spans throughout the universe. This is like thousands.
yeah,
And
Right.
they find like a completely almost water covered planet. It's completely covered by water except for some islands which are technically floating. The islands just float around on the currents and whatever, that's super neat in itself. But they're also able to transplant different species, not just humans, but they take whales and dolphins and stuff and they transplant them onto this all aquatic planet, and they fit within there, and they're kind of like, well, how did you fit them in there? How do they not like destroy the entire ecosystem? Like, oh well, they sit on the outside of the ecosystem. They don't have any natural predators. They don't, but they also don't create any, disturbance within the natural food chain itself. Like they don't eat
yeah, they're not like
Phytoplankton
overfeeding and
and
stuff
krill
like
and
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
They don't destroy anything. Which I was like, that's fucking cool. I was like, if we could, Star Trek, was it Star Trek 3 or 4, whichever one with the whales. If you take whales and put them on a different planet, it'd be fucking rad because it sucks that they have to sit in the ocean. We fucking ruin the oceans like every goddamn day.
Yeah.
Really, I
Just
was
do
like,
plastic.
they deserve better. They deserve better.
Andrew-
God damn it.
Andrew,
Lots of people have been asking for you to do Jack all night.
bring back Jack. Bring back Jack. Bring back Jack.
Oh man, listen,
Do it.
I'm fucking wasted.
You can do
I
it.
don't even
Do
think I
it.
can comprehend
You can
that.
do it. I know you can
Do
do
it.
it.
James Jack.
You've been
Das und Jack, yeah. Yeah, just Das und Jack, yeah. What
There
is
it is.
happening? What are we talking about tonight, yeah? We are talking about the crazy things, yeah? What do you want to know?
What do you want to know? Ask Jack something. He'll answer.
All
Ask
the
him. You want to know?
You ask Jack, say hashtag
Ask Jack.
Ask Jack.
Ask
Hashtag
Jack.
ask Jack.
Whatever your question is, and Andrew will ask,
Jack, yeah.
answer in Jack.
ass
And
or ass?
Tony Ferguson is getting his ass whooped.
What is he saying?
Who?
Tony Ferguson.
They should turd Ferguson.
Turd
Yeah.
Ferguson.
Smash Jacks.
Is he on Discord or is he
All
on
right, well,
YouTube?
Who?
Tony.
You
No, Tony Ferguson is an MMA fighter, and he's getting his ass
Oh,
whooped. Right?
I thought you were about to whip someone's ass in the chat because they said
No.
something to you.
here we go.
I'm.
What
Unbelievable.
is Jack's favorite meal?
Jack's favorite meal?
Ask White Bar in Dallaston.
Und
Oh.
the Jack is eating the schnitzel, yeah. It's
the,
number one.
the
I
sauerkraut.
like the sauerkraut and a little bit of the schnitzel, yeah. But then I like to eat the people too. It's good, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw a while back in like
Let me tell you something, brother. The fact that you're included in the poll is pretty awesome because you've been pretty fucking irrelevant for a long motherfucking time.
I don't need no poll to tell me I can whoop your ass.
That's dangerous. As soon as I saw that poll, I was like, "Oh, these people don't know.
Yeah.
No,
They
These
never
people
seen.
don't know nothing."
They never seen.
I'd crush your head in like
you
one
wouldn't
hand.
crush shit.
Oh,
I'd fight you. I'd
oh,
probably
just
lose,
go.
but I'll fight your
Turn
fucking
to
ass.
dust
Let's go.
instantly.
I will fight you, 100%. If I
Fight.
lose, I lose, but I'll fight you.
Let's do a boxing match.
Let's do it.
Boxing, yeah. I will box the
Oh,
fucking shit out
box.
of you.
Yeah,
I'm
boxing.
down with
Andrew
that.
might have you.
I will
Yeah.
box you for sure.
Let's do it.
If you want to do a street fight, that's different. This is I got an IMDb page to keep up.
Yeah, he's
Buddy,
got.
I
Yeah,
got a
be-
face you could punch all day long.
I know.
All day
I can
long.
see
I
it
can
right
eat
now.
'em. Eat them
You
like
have-
the best.
You have a very
And
punchable
once you're
face.
tired, that's when I'm just like,
You know who you look
big
like?
bear paw.
You look like Inigo Montoya.
I'm Inigo Montoya.
Must
You
be a
killed my
Good
handsome
mighty
guy.
father.
Handsome guy.
Killed my
Prepare
father.
to die.
Prepare to die.
That's exactly what you look like.
My money's on conspiracy.
In a boxing match?
No, a
In
boxing
any
match.
Sort of match,
In any
bud.
kind of
Any
fight.
sort of fight.
Boxing?
Boxing?
rules.
Hey, I'm
What do you
I'll
mean? I boxed for a long time too. Where do you think?
I'm
like,
taking
that's
Andrew in
my
boxing.
That's right. I
fight.
remember you coming to the Kelowna Boxing Club for about like 4 months. So you're probably really good at it.
I did it from when I was like 8 years old, man.
I'm.
I never saw you then.
Peachland Boxing Club?
No, I
Ooh,
was not in Peachland. We
hey.
went to
Not at
Kelowna, right near
KBC.
Skyreach.
I'll
Yeah.
take. I'm taking Andrew in boxing, but I'm taking Mr. Conspiracy in every other type of fighting.
Listen, if you want to fight like real fighting, like I'm so mad I want to punch your face, I don't want to do that at all. If you want to fight in a sport where there's rules,
Is there
yes,
is there any other way to fight?
no. Listen, dude.
There's street
Listen,
fight, there's
hey,
real fight.
There's something
There's,
you
like,
people need to understand.
fight,
Mr.
street-
Conspiracy fights for fun. It's enjoyable for him. He'll
Oh, I
see a
love
friend
beating-
of ours,
I love
and he'll be
beating
like,
Andrew out. Yeah.
he'll be like, "Hey, listen, you're a good friend of mine.
Hey,
we get
no,
along
we
really
can-
well. Let's punch each
Wait a
other in
minute,
the face for fun."
We can
It's
we
not
can
fun.
tell this. We can tell this to literally everyone right now that's online has ever beat Mr. Conspiracy. That I have no doubt in my mind, that any single one of you that have ever beat Mr. Conspiracy, he would absolutely fucking murder you.
Yeah, he's not.
There's a good chance.
Mr.
Chances are
Conspiracy
high.
enjoys causing
Like,
pain.
it's scary. I remember when I was first in Thailand, when he first came, I was living in Thailand and he came to visit, and I was like, "Hey man, listen, whatever happens, don't fuck with the Thai people. Don't fuck with the locals." And literally the second night, he was like, "Yeah, I got in this huge brawl. I was fucking beating up locals." And I was like, "No, that's what I specifically told you not to do." Like,
No.
yeah, he's a. Listen,
want
I'm
anything
glad
to
he's
do-
my brother because I dust him. Just like I almost dusted him in chess today. He was having a good time.
Yeah, physically and mentally. Fucking destroyed him. It was hilarious.
Do you remember
Yeah,
when we had a fucking brother on brother scrap at Jake Lickman's house?
Dude,
and then
this-
you remember how Jake broke it up?
Like,
No, I
well,
don't
that guy's
know.
Kicked us all
a
in the
legit
head.
butcher. He'll
He
kill you.
legitimately booted all 4 of us in the face.
No,
Like,
I
yeah,
thought he
it's-
would like maybe pick all 4 of us up in one hand.
Hey, listen,
No,
Hey,
he just kicked
it's a
us
good
all in the
shake.
face.
Kyle Martin says, "Did you guys mention a Patreon level where you pay $50 and you get to fight Mr. Conspiracy?" No, because we worded it as such. You pay $50 and get beat up by
Mr.
Mr.
Conspiracy.
Like honestly,
Conspiracy. Serious questions. Conspiracy. Have you been taking care of yourself?
yes, he has.
As
I
far
think
as
We've been going to the gym. Yeah, he's,
Oh,
As
yeah,
far
I've
as
been
like
he's looking
going
good.
to the
He's looking
gym,
good.
doing
Yeah, I've been running
athletic
lots.
things, like
yeah,
He's
Well, dude,
looking. He's looking good. I
Here's the
will.
thing.
I'll
Hey,
attest. He's looking good.
even like my
I'm
job,
jealous.
I have a very physical job. Like I'm an iron worker, man. Like I
don't
gotta
doubt
fight
it.
massive, huge, like heavy pieces of steel into place and then make them fit and bolt it together. I'm fighting that shit all day long.
well, I mean, like
You asked me to do 100 push-ups, I like no problem. Like
I saw you barely crank
Yeah,
out
I can
25
do it.
like 6 months ago.
now, yeah, that was I was
I'll
I
attest
was
this.
really bad. At
He's-
that.
Well,
That
that's
was-
what I'm
he's
saying. That's
back,
why I'm
he's going to the
honestly
gym.
asking because I think Mr. Conspiracy let it go a bit. I wanted to make sure that he's back on track and being a beast.
Yeah, he's on track. I'll attest to this. He's been going to the gym. He's not looking bad at all.
Yeah,
He's
but
got
going
two
to the gym
turtles
with you
up
is-
top for
is
top
one
abs.
yeah.
The
It's
bearded,
looking
the
good.
bearded bear is
Someone asked,
that
I'll
he'll
give
give
Mr. Conspiracy
$200
$200 if he can beat me in a game of Knuckles. If that game
Yeah.
of Knuckles is you use your knuckles to punch each other in the head, you're gonna have to owe him $400.
Isn't Knuckles the game? Like, don't you skin each other's knuckles? Isn't that the game?
I don't know.
No,
But
this is
listen,
like on the coin.
Mr. Conspiracy
or-
has one knuckle. It's his whole fist.
Yeah.
It's all one knuckle.
It's just one solid knuckle.
Conspiracy.
No, what-
Conspiracy
Okay.
got signed to like a WHL team just because he's good at punching people in the face.
Yeah.
That's
The
true.
guy's
I was
probably
good
as good
at-
at skating as
I
I
wasn't
am.
even good at hockey, man.
No,
Like,
I
sucked.
know.
They were just like, "Hey, man, we want you to punch people in the face for a living." I was like, "Okay."
He's
I-
good
I
at
can
it.
do that.
Doubt it.
There was a
It's
a
fun,
time when we were all younger where people at the bar would put up with me lipping them off because they knew I was Mr. Conspiracy's brother.
Yeah, but you still,
Like-
even when Mr. Conspiracy wasn't at the bar, you still rolled the dice.
Yeah.
Friends would be like, "Hey, friends of this guy I was chirping and like making fun of would be like, hey, you know that guy's brother's
Mr. Conspiracy.
And they'd be like, oh wow.
Hey,
In
was
that
there?
case-
No, I think one of the best peaks ever was when you got into Smokey's face and we're trying to give you. You remember when you
Yeah.
tried to get Smokey, and he started beaking you, and then I stepped in, and all his friends grabbed him right away, and I was like, "Look at you, bud! Like all your friends are like telling you like not like they were like they're not even holding like nobody's holding
So,
me like."
The
it was
background to this story is that
hilarious.
I was there outside of Flashbacks in Kelowna. There used to be this smoky.
Great bar.
You could get smoky like Smokies.
Yeah.
And
street meat.
this guy,
Street meat.
I was like
Yeah.
standing in the line for Smokies, and this guy like fucking gave me a
I was there for that.
big old fucking shoulder and elbow.
Were you
And
there
I'm
for
like,
Smokey night?
I was there
and
for
I'm
that.
like, and I'm like, yo man, you want a Smoky too? And he's like, fuck you, bro. And I'm like, whoa.
Dick, right
And I'm
away.
like, what? I'm like, are you that into Smokies? He's like, I don't give a fuck about Smokies. And I'm like, well, then why you hit me? Like, obviously you're in line for one of these Smokies. He's like, I don't eat Smokies. I could care less. And I'm like, you've never had one of these Smokies? I was like, they're fucking unreal, man. He's like, fuck you. I don't care about Smokies. And I'm like, well, let me buy you a Smoky. He's like, fuck you. I don't want you to buy me a Smoky.
I
Fuck you,
remember that.
bitch. And then I'm like, let me buy a Smoky, man.
Yeah.
Let me buy a quick Smoky. And he's like, listen, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck about Smokies and I'm going to fuck you up. And I'm like, hey, man, I don't want to fight you. Let me just buy it. Let me buy a Smoky. And he's like, fuck you and your Smokies. And he was like in my face, like getting heated. And then Scott, Miss Conspiracy came out of the bar and saw this guy like yelling at me and was like, shut the fuck up. That's all he said. It was like, shut the fuck up. And every single one of this guy's friends that was with him, that was like, he was like elbowing me, getting super mad that I was in line to buy Smokies. Every single one of this guy's buddies like had like this like
You know what though?
Gasp.
Like, you gotta stop.
started
You
hugging.
gotta stop because listen, I was there and you're a piece of shit. You were antagonizing the guy. You're like, no, man,
I
let me
was.
buy you Smoky. Like you're saying like an asshole. You're being an
Oh, yeah.
asshole
That's
the
true.
whole time
That's
and
true.
poking the fucking
Buy
thing.
a Smoky.
You were
I'll buy
fucking
a Smoky.
no, that's cool. And the guy tried to talk. You're like, no, it's cool. I'll buy you Smoky. And the guy's trying
Yeah,
to
you
say
were
shit.
being
And you're
a
just
dick about it.
interrupting
You were.
him.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're being a piece of shit.
Yep.
I remember that.
And well, I was afforded the luxury to do that because my brother was Mr. Conspiracy. So these guys, all these guys, like Mr. Conspiracy comes out of the bar and he's like, "What's going on here?" And all this guy's friends like grab him and they're like, "Let's go. We need to go now. We need to go. We're all in danger. We're all in danger." And they pull him away. And this guy's like, "Whoa, hey, my friends, let me go. I want to beat up this guy who wants to buy me a Smoky." And then Mr. Conspiracy
That's a
came
very
and
polite
glued
way
on
to
this
put it.
guy and was like, "You motherfucker." Yeah. And as soon as Mr. Conspiracy got mad, all this guy's friends ran over to Mr. Conspiracy and was like, please don't hurt my friend. Please.
Please don't murder my friend.
To the point where all this guy's friends were holding him back, and he yells, he's like, "Look at your friends. They're holding me back. You want them to let me go? You know what's going to happen to you?" And this guy was like perfectly
Dude,
quiet.
he shut right up. Oh,
And meanwhile, I'm holding a Smoky. I'm like, "You want a bite?
yeah,
You
it's
want a bite
delicious.
or what?" It's so good.
That poor fucking guy.
Piece of shit.
Legitimately,
Wait, the best-
that guy had one single tear roll down his eye
Yeah,
Oh.
he
as
was
Brains
rabid.
offered him a Smoky. He was
The next
completely
Monday-
emasculated.
The
the
next
next
Monday,
Monday-
at work,
He got hired to our job.
he got hired to my job, and I was his boss.
Fuck, it was
And
so
I called
funny.
him Smokies.
Yeah.
We nicknamed him Smokey
Dude,
for the whole
Hey,
time.
I remember we're sitting
Oh.
in the lunchroom and he walks in 7 a.m. Monday morning, and the first thing he does is like take a look around and go, "Oh fuck!" Like instantly recognizes all of us.
It was like all of our buddies.
And we're all
He's
like big
"Fuck."
grins,
And we're
like,
Smokey.
You talking about Doug work there, Braden?
Yeah. Fuck.
God,
Oh,
that's good.
dude. He's being brothers to Mr. Conspiracy's got me out of a couple brawls.
Oh yeah, man. I wonder if that's
yeah.
what saved me when I stunned that guy. Maybe he saw conspiracy
possible.
there. Maybe
Yeah, he's like, "Oh,
Um,
shit."
I don't know if I was there when you stunned the guy.
I was.
That flashbacks.
Uh,
yeah.
Eric
I
Kaiser.
mean, listen,
Is it the
full
first time
kick in the
it's been
gut,
revealed
too.
that Miss Conspiracy's a badass, or am I just late to the party? You're late to
You're
the
late.
party.
You're late.
We've mentioned it a couple times, but depending on when you listen to stuff, but like yeah, we've said it a couple times. Like
We've never
we
gone.
love to make
Oh,
Mr. Conspiracy the butt of a joke,
I'm also
but
an
Mr.
idiot too.
Conspiracy
So, yeah.
would dust every single person on this podcast.
The
Times
thing is the fact that Mr. Conspiracy is a motherfucking easy target.
yeah,
He brings it on
yeah.
himself. It's fucking easy. That being
help
said, he would beat the fucking piss out of all of us, probably together.
It's possible.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like,
It'd be
that
a
being
close
said,
one. Yeah.
like, don't get it twisted. When I say I'll box Mr. Conspiracy, I will box him in a ring with gloves,
All right,
4
let's
fucking
just-
rounds, 2 minutes.
Hy-
Not in
hypothetical-
real life fight.
Hypothetical here.
4 rounds. I need one.
Hypothetical. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the 5 of us first Mr. Conspiracy. Right?
Oh, done.
Hypothetical here.
We
And
got
we're
it.
like, we're fighting.
We
Four
were
going first.
We do.
I'm-
I love
I'm
Mr.
not
Conspiracy, and he's
I'm
tough
not
as
going
fuck,
for the-
but 4 grown-ass men beat the fuck out of Mr.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
Yeah,
We've
4
got-
of us could do it.
Here's the thing, Andrew. I'm pretty sure if I punched hard enough, I could take your head clean off your shoulder.
You fucking, I've been hit by bigger and meaner
Punch your
people
lower
than you.
jaw, like straight through
Listen,
the whole thing,
Conspiracy,
and just poof.
you're tough as fuck. Don't get me wrong, you're tough as fuck.
body.
Dude, Conspiracy, you're tough. But no, man. No, dude.
If the 4 of us are gonna fight, dude.
I remember
I've
we were
been
doing like
punched, dude,
every
I've
now
been
and then
punched in the
takes part.
face. I've been punched in the face by Rory McDonald,
That'll do it.
yeah,
right?
you guys a bitch.
Listen.
He's,
Who's
is
that?
it, what is
Yeah,
he?
right.
Is he a fucking middleweight?
Holy fuck.
The
Listen.
sad thing is, if I was fighting MMA, I would fight Rory McDonald in my weight class, and it would be a disaster.
Get
What's his weight class? Like,
I would
I'm
fight. I would fight
215 right now.
170.
Who would
You're
I have to fight?
215?
215?
Pardon me?
Dude, he'd
You're
punch your head
215 right
clean
now.
off.
Yeah.
He'd punch your head clean off. I'm telling you.
Oh my god, dude.
And he
You
looks
need-
good. It's not,
No,
it's
no,
not a bad
No,
215.
you do not look good at 215. There's no way. How tall are you?
Dude,
6'1"?
stand up, show the turkey rolls.
You want to see the
6'1"?
turkey roll?
Show us the turkey rolls. Show us the rolls.
Stand up, show the turkey rolls.
Turkey roll.
Look at that sucking.
He's sucking it hard, dude. But if
No,
we
honestly,
all had to
all
fight
that-
him,
The guy looks 215. I'm 225 right now, and I'm like, God damn, man. I've been 215. I still don't look like that. Unbelievable.
The guy's
Was he-
fucking got 40 pounds in hair, so you can give him that.
5 versus 1.
hey,
You're not wrong.
hey,
Yeah,
but
He's all hair and balls. That's all it is.
No cock. Real little dick.
Hey,
Long,
I'm with-
super
Giant
long
balls.
Couple of grapefruits.
dude, if we're all
One.
fighting
One
Mr. Conspiracy, we send Braden in first because he's his brother. He might not punch
I'm
as
not going
hard,
first.
He might not punch as hard.
No, he's
Harder.
going to punch
Are you
harder.
kidding me?
and
When he
then
gets it
Bro-
the worst.
You don't have a brother. You don't have a brother. You
There's
punch
not a-
harder
there's
against
not
a
a fucking chance I'm going in first.
no, yeah,
There's not
dude,
enough
you're
money in
going
the
in
world.
first. You're going in first. So either 2 things happen. Thing number 1, he doesn't punch us hard. Thing number 2, he's so
No, no,
focused
no.
on you that he
Oh,
punches harder that we can
This is-
swoop
this is-
in and take out his
Conspiracy
knees.
is so
The
mean.
only
no.
the only chance we have is that I
So
swoop in and I slip his first punch and I just tie him up, and the rest of you guys come and stomp us both to death. That's the only chance. We have.
We have to
You're
kill
the
you too.
sacrificial
The rest of
lamb.
you guys come and just like scissor kick us. Yeah, until we're both dead.
Easy.
That's
It's
That's
not
what
even a
happened when we
competition.
fought with Jake. And
Fought
Jake came
the
in
one
and
with-
kicked us all in the face.
Honestly,
Conspiracy. We've got
Dude,
4v1,
I remember
we've got-
I fought
Yeah,
both of
4v1
the
we
Evans
could kill.
brothers. I fought both of the Evans brothers up at the ranch one time, and what a turnout that was. You guys have had Cody
so
on here.
yeah,
a bunch of
Cody. So
times.
people, our fans will know who Cody is. Cody's
Cody's
been
not
up.
tough. Nick is tough,
No.
though.
Nick
Co-
is
yeah,
tough.
Cody's
they're both
tougher now than he
Cody's
used to
a
be.
nice guy. Cody's a sweetheart.
yeah.
You beat
Why
up a
would you ever
sweetheart
even
his
hit
brother.
Cody?
That's true.
Oh, dude, it was one of the best fights I've ever been in because they both attacked me, and Nick grabbed my legs and is dragging me by my foot, and Cody's running behind me, punching me like in the face on the ground as I'm getting dragged. So I'm fighting him and kicking Nick in the face too, and like
I feel like every time you punch Cody, rainbows would come out.
Yeah.
He's just the nicest guy in the world. Like, just
it,
I don't even understand how you could hit him.
I can see an angry side of him for sure.
Cody, really?
oh fuck
Yeah.
Well,
He
yeah,
gets-
dude.
he gets-
Cody
he
now,
gets real mad.
Cody
Oh,
now
yeah.
is way stronger than he was Cody back then when you were fighting him.
No, but he's still not that strong.
Dude,
he's got
hey,
muscles, but he's not
hey.
strong.
Yeah, but he's way stronger than he was. I'm
I've
saying.
seen him at the gym. He's not strong.
But-
he's just like.
But what he
fucking-
was, what he used to be, he's way stronger now.
Cody's not a fighter.
Not a
Cody's
fighter,
not a
but he's way stronger.
Cody's a
Have you ever seen him
smiler.
get hit lacrosse? The guy sails across the fucking court. He's gone.
Lightweight.
He's bigger than me, but he's gone.
Just win.
The guy I was
Ghost.
working with these old guys today, and one of the guys was fucking he asked me, he's like, hey Andrew, you used to play lacrosse, and I was like, well, I tried, but I wouldn't say I played it, but I tried to play it. He's like, do you know Brady Webb? I was like, oh, do
Yes.
I? Do I fucking
I love
ever?
Brady Webb.
Fuck that guy.
Dude, that's the guy. Like, I remember fucking butt ending that guy so many times. He attacked me. He gets taken to the penalty box, and I run over to the penalty box and go, oh, fucking sucks, buddy. Like, fucking sucks to suck. Before the door closed, and he grabbed me by my face mask, pulled me into the penalty box, and then proceeded to Brock Lesnar my face. The only thing I could do was hold on to my face mask and scream while he just. That guy was like 6'2", 300 pounds.
Yeah, he was a big fucking
It was
dude.
just this. Help me!
I was like, stop! Like
Lacrosse
that's
would've
when
been-
my Sean Avery role bit me in the ass.
Was that Byron?
No, it's
Lacrosse would have been my sport if I was here in Canada, I reckon. Like, it's so...
Oh.
Byron would have
Sick.
been. Byron would have been a
Cool.
great defensive lacrosse player because he's such a little shit that he would just been slashing you
Byron.
in the ankles all the time.
I
What I
feel
did,
like
man.
me and Byron would have played a very similar role. Like I was such a shit disturber. Like, and the
Yes.
second like anyone would, I'd be like, I'm such a nice guy, ref. Like, how could anyone ever want to kill me? I don't understand.
Exactly. In Aussie rules, so for the Aussie listeners there, my role was a tagger. So my job was to basically find the best player on the team and chase them around everywhere and make sure they don't get the ball. Now, typically a tagger is an absolute cunt and someone who like grabs hairs, pulls this, but I wasn't dirty. Like I'm too nice of a guy, and I'd do the opposite, and I'd be super fucking nice to them. Like, hey, buddy, how you doing? They're like, oh, fucking you again, Jesus Christ. And I would just chase them everywhere because I had a good gas on me, good gas tank, and I just run around everywhere. And, like, the big guys would come at me, and I'd fucking drop low and take their hips out and throw them over like you wouldn't lacrosse, just with a stick, and just fucking throw them over you. And I'd, like Gumby, just bounce out and fucking run off and keep going. And, oh, yeah, lacrosse would be my shit. Like, if it wasn't for AFL, in hockey, I reckon I'd probably be the same too.
Yeah, hockey defense. You would have been the same person.
Quick
Just
question. I know we got a Makers is listening to this. She's a good old Ukrainian girl. We were talking, me and Mr. Conspiracy talking about Nalishnika. If Makers, if you got a good Nalishnika recipe, make sure to send it to us
What's
because I
that?
know I've seen you in. It's a Ukrainian
creamy
crepe.
pastry.
It's like a
dish?
crepe.
Like a
And,
pierogi?
Are you
Uh,
Ukrainian?
Yeah.
You're Ukrainian?
And yeah.
Oh, fuck,
and-
you're
and
pretty
Hungary-
soft to be
Are we
Ukrainian.
They're Hungarian too, aren't you?
nice.
Aren't you?
Pretty
Aren't you?
soft.
Our
be
dad's
fucking
side's Hungarian. Our mom's
Hung-
side's
That's
Ukrainian.
for sure.
Right.
Come on.
But we're more Ukrainian.
Jesus.
We know more Ukrainian history. You okay?
Oh, I'm fighting my headphones here.
But we were
fighting
talking about, dude. It's like we weren't sure about like, man, we need a. We were talking about Nalishnika today, and then I was like, I couldn't. We were both like, that recipe died with our grandmother, and we were talking about like getting a Nalishnika recipe. And then just as we were thinking here today, I was like, oh, you know what? I remember Makers is Ukrainian too. I bet she has a good
What a-
Nalishnika recipe.
What about Pudishkara?
It's Pudishkara.
Yeah, what's that?
Who cares?
It's these fucking little like dough balls covered in dill sauce with like potato in the middle of them. It's like
Sounds-
dough and potato.
That sounds
It's
awesome.
Fucking bomb. It's
Sounds good. Yeah.
It's bomb.
Sounds real good.
I mean, I'll go for some fucking falafel or some lahamanjad or some fucking tabbouleh first, but I'll fuck with that
Hey,
shit.
You remember how did Grandma make her dumpling soup? Just
I have
chicken
the.
noodle and like dumplings.
It's funny. I have the recipe written down.
Do you?
Yeah.
I looked at my
Dumpling soup?
cookbook. Dude, it's
You mean-
incredible.
Oh yeah.
You mean
fucking- it's
fucking wonton soup or what?
No,
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 dumpling.
dumpling. Like not
So,
not that sort of dumpling.
She make like a Lipton soup, and
Yeah,
then
it's just like a
you
dough-
make
a dough
you use
dumpling.
a spoon to scoop the dough, and then you dip it in, and it makes
into the
dumplings.
boiling water and
Fuck,
it
it's
cooks.
good.
Oh really?
Oh,
Yeah, I got the
goodness,
recipe.
man. Oh,
Yeah.
Make some of that shit. I try
dude,
that for
hey,
sure.
you
Yeah.
do it like chicken noodle, Oh man,
Delicious.
you want to talk about like the best soup you've ever had, Zelly? I'm sure you've had it.
I'd fuck
You
with that.
Zell's honest to God, Zell's. I guarantee he's had dumpling soup throughout his life
Dumpling soup, probably, yeah.
because of how long we've known each other, and like just you
What about
would have
Kish?
had the amount of times we've had it in our lives.
I'm
Almost
sure I
a
had it.
guarantee goddamn tea
Oh, yeah.
that
I
you've
get-
had it at our house.
I'm
when
sure
our
I had it
grandma
at
was
your
cooking.
house, yeah. I would
Yeah.
say.
Was Lori make it or what?
No, our grandma used
Grandma.
to make it.
Yeah.
I think our mom can make it too, but
Our
she
mom
doesn't-
can make it too, but
No, just
not
she
the
doesn't
same.
make it.
But
Not as much love
Yeah.
was put
I was
into
I was
it.
definitely around I was definitely
Hey,
definitely
listen,
around a lot
probably
with your
a little
grandma.
bit more love in Scotty's soup than yours. Let's be
Mm.
honest.
Oh yeah.
It depends. It depends.
Yeah.
It depends the what
Dude.
decade it was.
Yeah, it's such a flip flop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like now.
Him, me.
Right now, if my mom was gonna make us dumpling soup, Scott, like Mr. Conspiracy's getting more love in his dumpling soup than me.
Yeah.
What?
2
You're
years
kind
ago?
of famous now. You're like fucking podcast famous. You're
Yeah,
not
that
getting
don't
more?
matter.
Yeah, but
That don't
I'm
matter.
living in his house.
Oh, that's
So
true.
right now,
Reload.
Yeah, it all
yeah,
depends
yeah,
who's
I'm
Yeah.
just some freeloading hobo.
Yeah,
the
that's fair.
the
That
cons-
and I had a good 2020, so I
Yeah,
got a
sure.
nice new set of wheels sitting in the garage, and the parents
you got?
are just fucking,
What did
look
you buy?
at look
He-
at your little brother. Look at what he spends
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
money on.
What
No,
did
it's
you
like,
buy?
oh, you
What
brought
kind of-
a truck.
I bought
what
a
vehicle did you
2020
buy?
Ram 1500 Warlock
2020?
edition.
Yeah,
dude,
brand
it's
new,
fucking
baby.
Gorgeous.
I just bought it.
Oh,
I just bought a 2014 Ram.
nice.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got a 2020. It's
Dude,
brand
Andrew-
new.
Ram box. You got a
Andrew,
Ram
why'd
box?
you get such a big
Don't
truck?
get a Ram. Did you get a Ram box? You're an idiot.
I got the Ram box.
Why'd you get such a big
What's a
truck,
Ram
Andrew?
box?
So
With the
much
fucking-
room.
The storage on the sides of the box.
Oh no. I
Waste
didn't
of
get
space.
I got Ram box.
He's not
Fucking
gay.
that. Yeah.
I'm gay for
They
sure.
told me that
Hey,
only the homos get that. So
if having a Ram box is gay, then I'm fucking gay.
There's nothing
the
wrong
Ram
with
boy.
that.
not that there's anything wrong with that.
Not that
wrong
there's
with that at
anything
all.
wrong.
You're free.
Oh, I'm into it, dude. I can fit my lacrosse stick and my dog toys and shit in it. It's perfect.
That's it.
No, that's pretty sweet. Yeah. I got a nice thing. They gave me like a wicked upgrade and gave me like some nice leather seats and
Are you
Ton of
like
new
you got
covers.
payments or do you own it?
oh, I got payments. Yeah.
I'm
I
like-
put a
I
wicked,
bought-
I
like-
put a huge down payment.
I'm like,
Oh,
Mom,
Andrew
Dad,
bought
but I own a
his.
Silverado, paid free. They're like, yeah, but your brother's got a 2020.
Yeah, you got a single cab. Dude, you got a single cab.
Andrew, Andrew,
like,
Andrew,
you
why'd
can't
you get
even
such a
sit
big
in.
truck?
Because I got a good deal on it. I'm gonna trade it on. I'm gonna trade it in for a Frontier. I already found it.
Oh.
So as soon as you get out there to trade it
Speaking of,
you-
I tried to get your little brother to get me a truck, and he straight up was like, "Oh, I only deal with Fords," and I was like, "I thought you
It was
Dude,
Toyota.
like
I've been trying to. They don't get any used vehicles anymore. All the used vehicles they get sent down to the States. It's like the new thing. It's
Ah,
bullshit.
brutal. That sucks.
No,
That's-
man. Because he's
Like when I-
doing that same shit to me. He's like, you need a brand new vehicle. And I'm like, I'm not renting my vehicle. I want to buy
Dude,
one.
I'll
I wanna-
never forget. There's honestly somewhere in the history of fucking podcasts.
Worst podcast ever. Is what you're
There's
referring
the
to?
worst podcast ever.
I have it.
Which is
I have
what's
it.
the meaning of this? Featuring Andrew's brother, where for an hour and a half he just
He
sells us
sells
used
cars. Dude, I'm
think
pretty
I said
sure.
that
and
one.
no one can even get in a word edgewise.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's
listen,
insane.
It's him talking for 45 minutes. And
My
I was just
brother-
like, oh, I'm going home now. Fuck.
My brother inherited all of the Lebanese.
Oh yeah.
As soon as it's like, number one,
All
good
of
price,
the
bro. You want a
Carabao
fucking
number
truck?
two.
Oh,
Yeah.
buddy,
Yo,
listen,
you want
I
a
got
fucking
number
car,
one
bro?
truck.
I got a fucking
number
car.
one
You
truck, I got the
fucking
number one
idiot,
truck.
bro.
Listen,
Bro.
listen.
Buddy, listen.
Let me
number
tell you.
one-
Let me tell you something. Whoa, listen. Let me tell you something. Oh no. Let me talk for a second. Let me talk for 1 second.
Dude, he fucking laid it on us, man.
Yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Zell was like, when we ended the show, Zell was like, yeah, that would be a good like podcast if we were talking about like how to deal with used car salesmen. Other than that, we can never use it.
Dude, I still have it. I have it on my. So I've had now like 9 hard drives or something in 5 years. But on my initial hard drive, I still have the episode. I know I do because just recently I've been like compiling all the old ATT, like the early stuff, just so I could keep it just in case something happens. And I found that episode by accident, just like going through the old stuff, and I listened to it and I was like, this is like 45 minutes of Dom and 7 minutes of 3 other people.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly,
Try growing up with the guy.
the
That's
the
what
other
it
good
was.
thing that we have recently is, I mean, a lot of our fans know we had a good buddy who passed away. But we used to, for the last probably, it was probably honestly 12 years ago.
Yeah.
We used to get together every single Friday and Saturday night, get drunk, and we used to record a song in a night. Like
Human
Friday night,
voice.
we'd record a song. Saturday night, we would record a song. We weren't getting laid. We didn't have dates. What we
What we had was
what we had was this band called The Human Voice, and or the Love Department, and or Ernie Flomax.
yeah.
And our friend passed away, and I had to make some calls because I had a computer like up north that I'd left behind that I knew had all the original recordings on. And a good buddy of mine up north downloaded them all, sent them to me, and I had a good listen to them all, dude.
Oh.
Holy fuck! They're fucking something else. They're so good. There's a couple. We'll compile a list of songs that include me and Zell, because if you just compile them all, I mean, there's a lot of songs that have like a lot of like outlying friends that our buddy
Random
had.
people, yeah.
But like what we'll do is we'll compile a list of the songs that just me and Zell and our buddy were in, and we'll I don't know if we'll release them for Patreon only, or we'll do something. Maybe we'll do a live listen along one night and give some commentary. But they're so fucking funny, dude. They're cringe-worthy.
So
I
bad.
did the live listen the other
So
night
bad.
just from my living room. Holy fuck.
They're
Turn that
so
shit
bad.
down.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
It's so funny.
That was so bad. Oh my
It's
goodness.
so we'll have to listen to the Human Voice Love Department / Ernie Flomax in memorial, because it was a good throwback for me when I listened to it. It was so funny. I was gonna play video games, and honestly, I got the USB drive and I downloaded them. I was gonna play Cyberpunk. It was like day one download, and instead I listened to like 3 hours of our recordings. I just couldn't stop. I was like laughing and crying. I was like, it was just an emotional return. But I imagine some of our songs, when I listened to them, I was like, oh, dude, if we release these now, pretty funny. Like, it's
Dude.
pretty funny.
Before we started the podcast, like everyone's always been pretty creative in their own way. Like I was a musician, and Braden was always into like a little more videography and photography, and our buddy Zach was into like making music before I knew anything about music. And then we started making these songs before. So the first original creative outlet was making these ridiculous, horrible. You could never release them public, because if you had any type of listenership, you would be destroyed probably, because we're probably saying stuff you probably shouldn't say, in all the spirit of comedy, but in looking back and listening back, like this is the funniest stuff for the time, and we did it every week for. We all lived together
Like
for
a
what,
year.
like a year,
I-
probably a straight year.
Braden introduced me to that stuff early on in our friendship, and it's fucking hilarious. I wasn't around for it.
Those were
but-
good times when you guys were living all in that cobblestone
Oh, it was
house.
so fun.
Chewbacca asked what my
Had some
MC
great times.
name was. I was Sleazy.
Chewbacca? Oh, my boy.
I was Sleazy B.
How you doing,
Sleazy
brother?
B. Yeah,
That was my MC name in the Human Voice and Ernie Flomax and Love Department. I was Sleazy B. Dude, I like, honestly, it was honestly like, I know a bunch of you listening have probably listened to the last case file. We had a really good friend that passed away due to addiction issues. Listening back to those recordings was so therapeutic. It made me smile. It made me it made me remember our friend as I remembered him,
yeah.
and not like, I told Zell, I texted him. I was like, man, dude, you got to listen to these things, because one, you're going to fucking laugh your ass off. And two, you're going to cry like a fucking baby. And it like, honestly, I sat for like 2 hours sitting in here, just like listening on my bed. And I was like crying. I was fucking laughing because the shit was so funny. And it was such our friend at our point where our friend was like
The peak.
like Zach was still him. He was still himself, like very creative and hilarious. So like the lyrics and shit that you would hear, you'd be like, man, that shit's funny. And like how he would manipulate them and like shit, dude, it was fucking gold. It made me laugh so hard. So we'll me and Zell will work on compiling a list of songs that we did because just remember we were 17, like
17,
we're both
17
over
to
30.
20. Yeah.
We were 17, 18, maybe 19 when we recorded all these, and
Times have changed.
And let's just, me and Zell never use, from the songs we've listened to, me and Zell never use bad words, but our friend used the
Bad
N-word
shit.
quite a few times.
Bad shit.
Quite a few times.
You guys didn't say that. You guys don't say that. No.
No, we don't.
We don't.
We don't.
We don't.
Personally.
No,
okay,
never.
okay.
But our
Okay.
friend who has passed
He
away,
does?
he used it quite a bit.
Well, you could say also our friend who passed away also had like a schizophrenic.
Identification issues.
Well, he was schizophrenic in a way, so he would see and know people who were not there. So now that we're listening back at like all these episodes, knowing him at the end of his life, being like, oh, that was the start of like these episodes and like the mental health. So, but when we listen back now, like brings us back to a time that's like 12 years ago. And for us, there's some of them are so, dude,
They're so funny.
Oh,
man.
it's
They're
just
so
fun.
funny. It's like, honestly, it's like, it's listening to the episode. It reminds me of being in the room, getting drunk, all of us sitting together, writing these fucking stupid ass lyrics. It was so funny. It's a good time. So me and Zell will definitely do a sit down and do a listen through of like the songs
we'll compile.
we think are appropriate. We'll compile a list of like ones, just because we want to tribute our friend Zach who passed away from alcoholism. We want to do something for him. We don't know what yet, but we want to do something in his memory. But I definitely think putting the music out there, like I think he would have loved us putting up the human voice because he was fucking 100% into it.
If he would have kept going on music production by now, he would have been a pro. He would have been putting out some epic beats. Lyrics,
100%.
no lyrics probably, but he would put up epic beats. That's like he would have been a music producer by now for sure.
And
Dude's
honestly,
talented,
it's funny because we have a friend that lived with us, Dave, D Lopez, who he goes by now, who like he does good raps now.
He does. He's good
like
shit.
Dave, he's good shit. And so I thought it'd be funny to like talk to D Lopez, and maybe because Zach was good at beats.
He was. Yeah, he was.
He was very talented at beats. I thought it'd be fun to talk to D Lopez and like remix an old song, like in his tribute or something. I don't know.
This is weird for me because as someone who has known you guys for a while, but not that long, I thought I knew who Zach was, and I was so fucking wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that I was wrong who Zach was, because you have a friend who is following a similar path who's cornered me at many of fucking house parties and gone on many a rant. And I thought that's who Zach was. And you guys have been explaining how fucking amazing and talented this guy was. And I'm like, really?
No, I doubt you ever met Zach.
No, I didn't. The guy I met starts with an L.
Yeah.
And,
oh, yes.
yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, the whole time you guys are just like praising this guy. And I'm like, really?
Different guy.
Different guy.
Different guy.
Yeah. I mean, Zach was an amazing soul. He was very creative. Just lost himself to alcohol. It was unfortunate. But like I said, it would be fun. It's fun listening to that, Zell. Like you should definitely, when you get a chance in the drive, listen through the album. You got to listen to it
full
first.
thing.
You got to. You're gonna be very upset. It's gonna be impossible for you to. You could never do something live because you'd be too upset. I listened to it. I was like crying the whole time, but like after I listened to it once and listened to it again, I felt so good. I was like, it just. It was fun, and then I want to do something with it. I think it would be fun to do.
Yeah, there's lots I want to do for him, but
it's good. It's funny. It's really fucking funny.
That's good shit.
Super enjoyable. I remember watching the Mythical Charge video. That's fucking
Mythical
hilarious.
Charge is great. Yeah. That's good shit.
Dude, Mythical Charge was hilarious. That was like the beginning of our blossoming friendship, and I'm like, this guy's a fucking beauty. That's hilarious. That was back in the days of the fart coach.
Yeah,
but we retired that bad boy.
Drew Block asked, "What's up, Scotty?"
Oh,
Scotty.
Drew, how you doing? But when are you guys coming to Canada? Come stay with me. I got a room. Well,
Yeah, you got to kick Braden
You
out.
gotta kick Braden out first. Yeah.
I can't take over Braden's room, but I got a place for you
Hey,
guys.
if Chewbacca is coming, I'll move out.
Yeah,
100%.
that's fair.
Yeah, you better.
Sorry to hear, Drew. Sorry to hear about your pooch that I had met that you guys had lost recently.
That's
upsetting.
brutal.
Oh, that's sad.
Everyone
Really?
sucks to lose a dog. Yeah, that's
Hey,
sad.
That's fucking heartbreaking.
Drew Brocka,
Sorry,
if you come to
Chewbacca, man.
Canada once the COVID's over and you want to go to Kelowna and or Campbell River,
Oh, buddy.
you got places
listen,
either
Man,
place.
hey, Drew, you come to Canada, man.
We'll
like,
put you up.
Most of us live in like some
We'll
of the
put you
nicest
up.
places in Canada.
We'll
Listen,
put you up.
Buddy, we got places.
We'll
Like
put
But again,
Yep.
you go to Scotty's place, you come to my place, you can have the basement suite. You go to Zell's place, he's got fucking room. You're taken
Oh,
care
Hey,
of.
dude,
no, hey,
coming
even
from
if
like the coast where I live
I will
to the
book-
Okanagan, where
we'll book our parents' place
fuck
as the
yeah.
basement suite, like
Dude,
whatever.
Gorgeous.
Chewbacca,
Done.
when you come to Canada, West Coast, you don't pay for shit. Like you're gonna stay for free wherever you go, island, whatever.
Man, Chewbacca took me and Brittany in when we were on our van trip traveling, and like they treated us like fucking royalty, man.
Yep.
Like I've never had that before.
Hey,
never had
this
anybody.
guy, people message us and say, "Hey, we're you guys' number one fan,"
Nah,
and I'm like, "No, you're not,
Fuck
because
no.
Chewbacca is."
Chewbacca had Mr.
If
Conspiracy
you,
over
if you
for
ever
like a
write
week.
to us and you're about to write that you're our number one fan, you
Yeah.
should write you're our number two fan.
Yeah.
Because there is no bigger fan than fucking Chewbacca. He put in Mr.
Buddy,
Conspiracy.
Listen,
Bro,
that's
we
no
can
easy
play.
task.
No.
Mr. Conspiracy, massive inconvenience.
Yep.
And he put up with this motherfucker. We barely put up with this fucking guy. And he put up with this guy. He doesn't even know him. We put up with Mr. Conspiracy because he's Braden's brother.
Hey,
Man,
Like-
we had such a good time though. Like,
Hey, listen.
I had a blast there with him. Like, just meeting him. Like, it was such an awkward thing to like, hey, I don't know you, but like, I'm part of this podcast and I'm in Australia. Like, come meet me. Hashtag like, can you get me weed?
That's
And man,
unreal.
dude showed up. He showed up. He had weed, and like we partied for like a week.
Hey,
It was
listen,
fucking-
Chewbacca,
it was a
you booked the
blast.
flights. You
We're
got
in.
a free place to stay in
Oh
Kelowna
yeah.
and in Campbell River.
100%.
Listen. We will make sure
Oh, dude, you have the
Your
best
trip's
time
worthwhile.
ever. Oh fuck yeah.
if you let us know the dates, me and Scotty will come to Kelowna.
Listen,
We will make sure we have the best
Hey.
time ever.
the only thing is, though, is Drew Brock, you got to understand. You come to you're going to come to Kelowna, you got to cheer for the Eels, man. I know it's going to hurt you, but you got to fucking cheer for the Eels, brother. Is what it is.
Forget
At
about
least it's not
sports.
the Storm. I know you don't like the Storm, so.
But honestly, like seriously, that guy, no matter what anyone says, that guy is our OG fan.
Yeah,
He's an
the shit.
OG prolapser. He is the OG prolapser, Chewbacca. There is no one like you can claim. People message us all the time. I'm your number one fan, and I instantly when people say that, I go, "Yeah, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not. It's Chewbacca."
Guy's a beauty.
Hey, we
The
have a
guy-
we have a lot of great
that guy-
fans, a lot of great fans, but
lot
Chewbacca
of
is the
great fans.
longest fan.
He is the longest fan, and he was a fan from before we were even anything, man. That guy was a fan when we were like on fucking case file fucking
30.
8.
Yeah.
-9. Yeah.
Like honestly, like he was such a fan, and I don't know if the podcast would be where it is without that guy's support. Like he's the OG. So if you have the gall to say, "Hey, I'm your number one fan," you better think twice, motherfucker.
Yeah, you best try
best.
living with me for a week.
You
and then
best
see
be
if
thinking twice. You better
Fuck
write in,
that.
I'm your number 2 fan. That's what you better write, because Chewbacca is a fucking G. And Chewbacca, you come to Canada, let
Dude,
me
you're
tell you something.
set. Oh,
Like you
buddy.
said, you fly West Coast, baby, we're going to pick you up from the airport.
Yeah.
We're going to drive you to Kelowna.
Oh, buddy.
We're going to drive you to the island. You just let us know when you're coming, because
you just come and relax.
Hey,
but we got
yeah, you come and
free
you kick up
weed
your
the
feet.
Whole time,
We're going to be
fucking-
getting you hot. We're going to get high.
Oh man.
You're going to
Oh,
on
buddy.
podcasts. It's
You,
going to be
you
great.
want what? You want candied salmon? I can get you candied.
You want candied salmon? Candied bananas? Whatever you want.
I want candy salmon. Fuck.
Byron
Shut
wants
up,
them.
Byron, you bitch.
You got shit, Byron.
Nobody wants candied salmon. Who
I'll get you kangaroo jerky.
Oh,
Fuck
kangaroo
kangaroo
jerky.
Honestly, like it's
It's
been one of those guys. There's like, he's literally the only guy that I can think of. Like There's a couple of guys that pop into my mind like right away. There's like fucking DJ, Cobra Law, Afterburn 739 that have been like
Listen,
really early promoters of
Kemmerly.
it. So
You got to throw Kemmerly in that.
Kemmerly Kemmerly
Kemmerly's been
The
fucking,
beauty.
That's our
Beauty.
fucking merch site.
yeah,
It's
huge.
Kemmerly.
But he's-
Kemmerly's been huge with our merch.
He's
Pop
a
in
beauty.
like if we're talking about like the first people that ever listened to our show, Drew Bach. Drew Bach was the first guy, man. 100%.
Oh yeah.
Could you
Fuck
imagine that poor bastard that first stumbled upon this fucking podcast was like, you know what? This is shit.
Yeah.
I
stick
like
with
it.
I like this.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
give these guys a
I
chance.
like these guys.
Hey man, he took me in when I was in like a crazy. I
Look at
couldn't
this
even know
guy.
how to
He
fit
looks
into
like,
word.
dude, he looks like homeless Jesus. We got a homeless Jesus over here, and the guy took him in and gave him a place to live.
That's true.
It's
He let
impressive.
me he let me do my laundry for a week. Let me stay in his place.
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
we had drinks and fucking. It was a blast. He offered his vehicle to me to like drive around town and like, oh, dude, it was like I said, Chewbacca, when you come to Canada, bud, you're getting it tenfold.
There we go.
Like I'm gonna pick you up in a limo.
And
And it's
well,
gonna
don't go
there.
promises you can't fulfill, but we'll do something. We'll do something good for you.
Hey,
What
listen,
do you, a limo's like fucking $40 an
listen.
hour in Canada, man. Come on.
Chewbacca,
Shit.
listen, let me tell you something. You fly into Vancouver, you're going to Kelowna, we will make sure you get there. You just let us know when the fuck you're flying in.
Listen, if you come to Canada and you don't come to either Campbell River or Kelowna, we're gonna be upset.
Very upset.
Well,
We're gonna be upset.
here's the, if you come to Canada, book a decent amount of time off work and like let's do it right.
Yeah,
We'll show
come
you
to
the
the
fucking- we'll show you the
island.
coast.
Come to the we'll do the interior. We'll do the coast.
Fuck
It'll
yeah,
be fucking
buddy.
a good time. That's for Chewbacca. He's our fucking dude. That guy's a fucking.
Love you,
G.
Drew.
Yeah.
We love you, Drew.
Beauty. So what's up? Do we got any more questions or anything like that?
I was just about to cut in, but like we were going for 246.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fucking dude,
I'm
boys.
I'm out
I'm
of beer.
fucking
We
wasted. I
have
can't
to.
even sit
We
up
have
straight.
to end the holiday party soon. Dan's about to
fucking-
pass out from
Yeah,
too much
let's
whiskey.
go. Dan looks like he's gonna die in his Russian hat. He's
Yeah.
given all the secrets up to the Kremlin he could.
I am the Kremlin.
Dude, that was fun. It was a shit start, but we got down some. It was some fun.
Dude, it was just shit storm the whole
It
time.
was shit
Nah,
storm.
come
The whole
on.
time was just
It's been
shit.
good. Turned out
It
right.
was
Twen-
fun.
Turn around.
It was.
It's 20
I had a good time.
So fun.
Hey, makers, send us your Nalishnika recipe.
Well, we're gonna wait for Conspiracy to put his headphones back on here, and then we're gonna end the show.
Yeah.
There he's back. All right. Hey, Mr. Conspiracy. You there?
Jesus.
Get your fucking Jesus hair out of your face.
Fighting these goddamn headphones all night, man.
Hey, we appreciate we miss you, buddy. We'll have to do more of these because miss you on the show. It's been fun.
Yeah, you're
Well,
beaut.
I saw Andrew holding up a microphone that he was putting up for sale. Fucking give it to me, bud.
Hey, listen.
Send it to
I'll
me and
stick this
I will do more
motherfucker
of
in
these
an
when-
envelope. I'll stick the shit in a fucking envelope for you right now, bruh. It's all
Ah.
yours.
There we go.
Do it. Send it to me and fucking put a hat and a T-shirt in there too, because still I've never gotten any.
I got
any
one.
merchandise.
I got
Yeah,
one
this is not my
large.
shirt.
I
Come
got
on.
one large T-shirt.
Well,
with your
I
fucking
think-
name on it, bruh.
I think Braden has an extra box he got from Amazon for free from Jeff Bezos personally. So
Basically,
Yeah, that's true.
signed it.
It's
Shut
fucking
up.
true.
signed it for him. And
Papa
sent,
Bezos.
all right.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys, it'd be fun. I mean, it's definitely
It was a good
entertaining.
time.
Yeah,
That
it
was good shit. That was
I'd
fun.
like to do this more. It's nice to see you guys and talk to you guys a bit more.
Yeah, it's been
That
a
is
while.
why we started this whole podcast thing, right? Was
That-
to
That was the
Keep in
start.
touch.
keep in touch with everyone. So
I mean, Byron's mic was a little fucked up, so we couldn't really hear him that well, but he was still in there.
But he's
We-
here.
He was here the whole time.
He's here.
That was good shit. All right. Anything else? Let's end this. I'm fucking wasted.
I'm
Yeah.
twisted, man. I
Yeah.
can't even sit up straight.
Yeah, I'm drunk.
Yeah, everyone's a little
I
drunk.
drank 6 drinks. That's the most I think I've ever drank in my life.
That boy.
that's cute. We
That's
finished
cute.
a bottle
We
of
finished at
fucking-
2.6 a crown.
Yeah.
That boy.
260
And-
pounds.
No.
We
And
got
a bunch
fucking
of news
Mr.
now.
215 and Mr. fucking 255 over here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not impressed. Come on.
Mr. 5'3.5".
Oh
Fuck yeah,
shit!
boys.
All right, that's it. We're done. I'm out. What's up, boys? See you later.
Boys.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a good one.